in a bow. Horny Goat, where the fun won't slow. Click that sub, let the laughter flow. Trek's got puns, they're out of control. Basement's tangent stealing the whole show. Heather Sly smirks, JP's bold plays. Connor's antics light up the day. Oh, the vibe is loose like spiked eggnog juice. You won't know what comes next, but it's worth the abuse. Horny Goat, it's the holiday glow. No scripts, no rules, just go. Horny Goat, where your friends all know. The cheer is wild like whoa, whoa, whoa. Grab your mug, grab your seat. This is chaos wrapped in neat. Banter flies, it's off the rails. Horny Goat, never fail. Laughing around with Basement and Trek. Connor's got jokes that hit your neck. JP's riffing, Heather's on the scene. This show's as wild as it has been. Horny Goat, it's the holiday glow. Chaos wrapped up in a bow. Horny Goat, where the fun won't slow. Click that sub, let the laughter flow. Trek's got puns, they're out of control. Basement's tangent stealing the whole show. Heather Sly smirks, JP's bold plays. Connor's antics light up the day. Oh, the vibe is loose like spiked eggnog juice. You won't know what comes next, but it's worth the abuse. Horny Goat, it's the holiday glow. No scripts, no rules, just go. Horny Goat, where your friends all know. The cheer is wild like whoa, whoa, whoa. Grab your mug, grab your seat. This is chaos wrapped in neat. Banter flies, it's off the rails. Horny Goat, never fail. Laughing around with Basement and Trek. Connor's got jokes that hit your neck. JP's riffing, Heather's on the scene. This show's as wild as it has been. Horny Goat, it's the holiday glow. Chaos wrapped up in a bow. Horny Goat, where the fun won't slow. Click that sub, let the laughter flow. Trek's got puns, they're out of control. Basement's tangent stealing the whole show. Heather Sly smirks, JP's bold plays. Connor's antics light up the day. Oh, the vibe is loose like spiked eggnog juice. You won't know what comes next, but it's worth the abuse. Horny Goat, it's the holiday glow. No scripts, no rules, just go. Horny Goat, where your friends all know. The cheer is wild like whoa, whoa, whoa. Grab your mug, grab your seat. This is chaos wrapped in neat. Banter flies, it's off the rails. Horny Goat, never fail. Laughing around with Basement and Trek. Connor's got jokes that hit your neck. JP's riffing, Heather's on the scene. This show's as wild as it has been. Horny Goat, it's the holiday glow. Chaos wrapped up in a bow. Horny Goat, where the fun won't slow. Click that sub, let the laughter flow. Trek's got puns, they're out of control. Basement's tangent stealing the whole show. Heather Sly smirks, JP's bold plays. Connor's antics light up the day. Oh, the vibe is loose like spiked eggnog juice. You won't know what comes next, but it's worth the abuse. Horny Goat, it's the holiday glow. No scripts, no rules, just go. Horny Goat, Horny Goat never fails. Laughing around with Basement and Trek. Connor's got jokes that hit your neck. JP's riffing, Heather's on the scene. This show's as wild as it has been. Horny Goat, it's the holiday glow. Chaos wrapped up in a bow.
Live! What's up, y'alls? Welcome to the channel. Welcome back. Make sure everyone else's audio is in. Can you guys all speak up in the Discord? Because I do have things switched over. Oh, there we go.
Speak up in the Discord.
Woo!
What?
All right. I think everybody can be heard. So, all right. Bitchin'. Just making sure everything's coming in all clear. You guys in the chat can let me know as well if you guys can hear us okay. Welcome to another fun watch-along party with the Horny Goat Crew. It is myself.
Sitting in my lap.
Why
Why do I look like I've seen
He's
things?
sitting in my lap, actually.
Trek looks like he's masturbating with the fucking pizza. Kind of a point for Trek.
I
I do like Heather's tits, though. I mean, look at those. Like, but you're leaning more towards Connor than you are me.
That is
I've
you
got-
there.
That's me?
The old goat is you. That is Connor.
I've got PTSD.
You are severely traumatized.
What the fuck is Trek laughing at? Everything.
Whatever the fuck is
He's
going on around
a fair
us.
person for the first time in his life.
So anyway, the thumbnail's fun. No, so I asked for it to for the prompt. Obviously, I kind of had to like take my the first one. It just made goats that didn't look like anything like us, and then I'm like, all right, let's do. I said 5 goats, and I gave like just generic descriptions. I basically just said for Treks is that just have it say the word have a name tag that says TREKEPEDIA on it. The first time it prompted, I couldn't even read the fucking letters on it. It was that like jarbled. Basement, yours actually had human hands originally. So it was the bear thing. The bear thing that had human hands.
Behind it.
Yeah.
I got like another hand coming out of my shoulder.
I said for another goat, I said make it purple hair, tattooed, and look kind of drunk. And then
She
old,
looks like
angry,
a fucking
agitated.
I look like.
Yeah.
That's what it is right now, okay?
You look like you're
Yeah,
selling bathwater on the side.
Hey, listen. It's clickbait, all right? Fuck it. Anyway,
what am I drinking there? Goat fuel.
Goat fuel.
go for it. It's the thing we're watching. All right. Anyway, I don't know whose idea or suggestion it was, but I think it was JP's originally, right? To watch this. Yes.
Yes.
SummerSlam 2002 is the watch along. We haven't done a watch along in a hot minute. This is actually one of my favorites. This is one of my favorite SummerSlams.
This is supposed to be one of the best cards ever. Best SummerSlam. Go ahead.
I mean, hey, I could be wrong. We could rewatch it, and I will say this: like as far as the undercard, my memory of the undercard matches were kind of like they were not horrible, but they weren't like anything too memorable. So that could change my mind. But so I got Basement, Trek, Heather.
That's just a lot of the people that I hear talking and reviewing say that this
Even
is
Bruce
one of the better.
Bruce Pritchard did an episode on it with Conrad Thompson on the Something to Wrestle podcast. And from what they were talking about, even Conrad was like, "This is a pretty good card."
So the pay-per-view itself, the way it turned out, the show, not the card, but the show that they had. I mean, your first match it kicks off with Keith Angle, Kurt Angle, and Rey Mysterio. I hate Rey Mysterio, but he was actually not bad here.
This pay-per-view is the reason I stopped watching wrestling.
Really?
Really?
No, it's not. No, I actually
say.
dropped off like a year or two later after this.
I was gonna say,
after the point that they started falling down the dark
like I
track.
said, between 2002 and 2005, this is when they were probably at their best.
Peak performance.
Yes.
Peak performance.
You gotta also remember the roster they had at this time period.
As far as in-ring ability and story building, this was their best.
Yeah.
This is what I went. So going back during this time, this is right in this time is when they were the best for me.
No, but this was like for me, this one is like one of the last good pay-per-views that still has some of the old era in it.
Yes.
Before it went like, I didn't like the full-on Attitude Era when it got really into. I know Connor, that's your fucking jam, but it was such a divergence from the. Wait, what did I say? Attitude Era?
Yeah.
Say?
Yeah.
No, I like the Attitude Era.
Yeah,
What
you're
era is
saying,
this?
you're saying the ruthless aggression era.
Ruthless Aggression. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah. You're right. You're going right.
The divergence from the Attitude Era to the Ruthless Aggression Era was okay at first because it wasn't so blatant, and then it became full on Ruthless Aggression, which then followed with the PG stuff. And the same, I know the Attitude Era had the same matches, just like the Ruthless Aggression Era had every night, but they had more intriguing storylines and things like that. The characters all became less as time went on, except for the ones that existed back then.
Yeah. Trent bounced out. I'm not sure. I think he probably had a connection issue, or he just like fell asleep in his keyboard. Which I mean, there's a possibility. So Trek will pop on back with us hopefully in a little bit.
I let her get to talk to his girlfriend.
So I live this, so I'm super nerdy when it comes to this. And yeah, Basement's right. This is SummerSlam is my or rather the Ruthless Aggression Era. That's my thing. I literally have told. I think I've told this on the air. I was like very close to actually starting a solo kind of documentary style podcast just covering Ruthless Aggression eras, Raws, and SmackDowns, because there's a lot to go through there. The Ruthless Aggression era, especially in this time in 2002, this is kind of like when it was really solidifying itself as that. The Ruthless Aggression era to me was always this weird. It was this pseudo weird in between phase where the Attitude Era was clearly done. The peak you'd already hit the mountaintop as far as how far the business could go, arguably at that time anyway. And now you're starting to go not necessarily on a huge downward descent, but you were starting to come you were sliding down a tad bit, you were slowing down a little bit. And so you were losing Austin, you were losing Rock. I know they would come back in a few years and kind of wrap things up, but for the most part, this was a transitional time frame and a transitional period. So this is also at the real start of the run of the brand extension. So Raw and SmackDown, they were still kind of doing a lot of back and forth bullshit. In fact, we'll talk about it when we hype up some of these matches going into it. But there was a lot of still they were still figuring out how to run Raw and SmackDown a little bit. But at this point, the GMs had been solidified. So this point in 2002, things aren't locked in place yet with Raw and SmackDown with the strap thing. There's still a shit ton of influx. In fact, even still so much so of our main event, which we'll get to in a second. So there'll be matches. I believe there's brand exclusive matches of Raw and SmackDown in this one, but there's also an inter-promotional match between the two, which we'll talk about, I guess, in the history a little later on. But going back to what we were saying with JP earlier, I stand by the SummerSlam. This SummerSlam is really solid, and back to what Basement was saying about the quality of matches. If you go back and look at, and I've said this before on the air, the quality of the matches on TV were compared to now were night and day. I literally watched a random SmackDown that was Rikishi versus Test. I was like, what the fuck? It blew my socks off. Legitimately. I was like, this is insane, how good the match was. It wasn't a fucking 10 out of 10 Dave Meltzer bullshit, but I'm like, wow, holy crap, that was actually pretty damn good. It was short, sweet, to the point, got what it needed to do, and et cetera and so forth. Anywho, this one to me has, I mean, my God, the card. I don't know. I guess we'll go match by match as we start watching this thing. Basement's got it pulled up on the Discord, so because of wonderful copyright laws, we obviously cannot stream the damn thing. As far as where you can watch it, Netflix is this place, right, Monsieur Basement?
Yes.
Yeah, that's where I got it. You can search SummerSlam. They have all the SummerSlams going back to like the 90s.
They have all of them.
I don't know.
Also-
Well, this is Canadian Netflix.
SummerSlam holds a special place in my heart because in high school when I was growing up and being a wrestling fan, and I had like my group of friends watching it, we obviously couldn't do WrestleMania parties because it was still during the school year. So SummerSlam was kind of like the equivalent of it because and you know,
Hey, it's the biggest party of the summer.
SummerSlam
Yeah.
cards were pretty damn good and comparable to Manias in some years in terms of like what you got for them, whether it be the in-quality, you know, the in-ring stuff, or even just the build. Again, I like every WrestleMania, but anyway, I digress. I'm rambling. Go for
And
it.
you
good
also
sir.
had Heenan.
We're
you
gonna-
also
we're gonna
had
start
Bobby
this.
Heenan. You also had Bobby Heenan on commentary.
Not in this one.
Not in this one, no. But he's talking about the older ones, like
Oh,
late
yeah.
80s, early 90s. You had Bobby Heenan on the fucking commentary, and that just hyped it up that
Oh.
much more.
Robbie Heenan and Gorilla Monsoon were great.
Agreed. Sorry, Basement. What were you saying?
Okay, we're gonna get this one going here. And I know.
I don't see. I
Cody.
see the black screen.
Yeah, that's fine. I haven't started yet.
Oh,
No, I had that. That's why I turned it off because I had to turn that acceleration off. Anyways,
Yeah.
we're gonna get this going. Cody, I think, is trying to watch along with us.
hey,
So-
yeah.
One morning, Cody there are ads because I'm a broke ass bitch. I'm not paying for the fucking $20 Netflix. So we'll do our best to tell you where we are and go from there. That's all I can say.
Sure.
We're starting it off, and Cody, here's your countdown.
Yep.
5,
Well, they won't be able to hear
4,
anything anyway, so but yeah.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
I see black screen. I'm just kidding.
As soon as I said it out loud, Basement, like I'm a dumbass. They're like,
Yeah.
you.
That's why I
Anyhow,
just went past.
oh man! All right, we're at the logo. We're at the logo now. I missed that. By the way, I also missed this old SummerSlam logo so fucking
Honestly,
much.
I actually prefer when wrestling had this quality of visuals.
Mhm.
For some reason, it just looked more gritty.
It was also.
Yes.
I was gonna say, it looked more flashier.
Just worked better for wrestling in my mind
Yeah.
than the like super HD
Ah,
60 frame 120 frames per second.
Yeah,
Mhm.
too much of a good thing, right, Heather? Like that reel you sent me.
Yes. Yeah, I didn't know what I was looking at for a second. There was like, oh
I
shit.
didn't either. I had to watch it a couple times. They're
What?
showing right now a shot of WWF The World or WWF New York from back in the early 2000s. I was fortunate enough; I did visit the restaurant once. Have you
Marked
guys?
it down.
Have you ever?
That was my Sweet 16 going to the WWE restaurant in Times Square.
Must be
Have
nice.
you, JP and Basement? Have you guys ever
Looks
heard
like a
or been
popcorn
to or
bucket.
seen? I know them. Oh, I call these the pajama singlet because it looks like he's wearing pajamas.
Where?
Popcorn bucket.
So
Yeah,
did they
yeah.
have one in like Chicago?
No, it was just the one. No, it was just the one in New York. But no, I was asking was, have you guys ever heard of or been to a place called the Rainforest Cafe?
I've been
Yeah.
there.
JP.
Yes.
Okay, I didn't hear you. Sorry, good sir. That's kind of what I mean. Maybe Heather can can help with you with this. That's kind of what I felt the WWF New York like restaurant was. It was kind of like Rainforest Cafe.
Mount Rushmore. Am I alone there?
No.
No, you're not.
If you're
You-
talking
you-
in-ring talent, yes.
Pay attention. Here we go. Rey Mysterio jumping in hot. Okay, so this is Rey Mysterio's pay-per-view debut with WWE. He just debuted.
Yes.
He just debuted with a company on. This is a SmackDown match. He just debuted, I think, like 3 weeks previously. And it's kind of funny because he just did like a random like singles match, and then like he climbed a cage and like dove onto the heels inside the cage. It was fucking a great,
This was the
just a
beginning of the
great
end.
debut. Yeah, the beginning of the end. This is some good shit. This is probably one of my favorite opening matches too of all time, by the way. Which is also why I hold this.
I mean, it's
pay-per-view in high
got Rey
regard.
Mysterio in it, but he was actually pretty okay in this, only because I think Kurt
Because it's
Angle.
Kurt Angle making him look that good. Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
Rey Mysterio is good. It's just I
He doesn't look like
hate.
he's heavy enough to hurt anybody.
Well, that's one thing. The other thing is he created something that is so overused in modern day wrestling that I don't want to blame him for it because
I know what
it's
you're
not
talking
right.
about.
But my God, he turned wrestling into more flips than hits.
Cirque du Soleil.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
that's the
But
pro
he
and
needed
con
to
of the
because
store.
he's 4'1".
Yeah.
But Kurt Angle beats the teetotal shit out of Rey Mysterio.
As he should.
Well, don't spoil
yes.
shit.
Well, I mean, I
I'm
don't
just kidding,
know.
I'm just kidding.
I know who wins, but
Yeah.
Cody.
We do as fans.
Yes.
you haven't. Okay, this happened back in 2002. If they're,
That was the other thing I was going to mention too.
I don't care if you
You know,
don't
fucking
know who
Kurt Angle has JP level ass.
I don't know what you mean by that.
Yeah, those butt cheeks, man. Jesus Christ.
He's got a good look. Yeah, he's got a.
He's not that much older than me now.
Oh, damn.
Now you can't
This
see
is
them.
this is
I mean, on TV.
Yes,
this
you
is
can.
close to peak of both of these guys. This is why I'm a big fan of this because. Oh, all right. That turned into
No.
something different.
Oh, yeah.
Like, come on, man. That's nuts. And I don't disagree with you guys in terms of Kurt Angle being a person to make Ray look like $1 million. You know, it takes two to tango, obviously.
Also, Ray is
oh.
that guy too. To be
I was gonna
honest.
say also another reason I'm a big fan of this era. My idol is writing my favorite show, so it's like, oh, Heyman's
You know
in charge
what
of
though, Rey
SmackDown,
Mysterio.
so-
In this era, I didn't hate him. I actually liked Rey Mysterio. I started to dislike Rey Mysterio when he should have retired,
Yeah.
and he kept going, and his back fused to his asshole, and he couldn't move the same. And he looked like Matt Hardy doing fucking Cirque du
I
Soleil.
mean, he's not doing the same. He's clearly not doing the same shit he did fucking 20 years ago. But I mean, for the guy to be able to even, for the guy
Yeah, I
to be
get
able to move
it.
the way, I'm
It's
just saying,
just-
from an athletic standpoint,
let
I mean,
everybody
you're right,
else
it's
do
like,
it. I get him like being in an angle with his son, but
Yeah.
other than that, man,
He did it with a broken freaking neck.
freaking.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
I can hear my daughter sleep talking right now. It's
No,
hilarious.
I
The demons are coming. They're coming for you, Father.
Bring it on. I'm like, what's his name in Emperor's New Groove? Don't tell me. Waterfall? Rocks of the Day? Bring it on.
What? Isn't it? His name's not Waterfall.
Kurt's only 57. He's not that much older than me.
In Emperor's New Groove? You ever seen that?
His name is
movie?
Waterfall.
No, I said that I said what's his name? What's his name is approaching a waterfall. The llama. I can't remember his name. Cusco?
Oh, God, David Spade.
Joe Dirt.
Yes. Yeah.
David Spade.
Joe Dirt. That's how you know him. Anyway, back to the
That's
match.
that's just what came into my mind.
That's what immediately came to his mind. Yeah.
Anyway, back to the match. Silverado. I also miss the vibe of pay-per-views feeling so special. Even like
Yeah.
like in terms of watching them on the closed circuit or your cable box, and you'll know you're a local. I can't talk. You're a local.
It's just every
cable
single-
provider.
Every single character meant more than they do
Yeah.
today, and I don't know. Like, obviously, some of that is just like I'm a fucking old man
Yeah.
now, but like. It's still, I think there's still like some sort of like mystery and pageantry that was better then than it'll ever be now. And there's so many different things that are involved in the reason.
This is
A lot of it, the internet, the fucking behind the scenes shit, all
Yeah.
that.
back in my day. SummerSlam was blue and green,
I'm colorblind.
and Kurt Angle was a popcorn bucket. I'm colorblind.
Falls over dead afterwards.
Everybody's chanting, "Let's go, Angle."
Kurt was a heel. But then again, so was Long Island, New York, which is where this SummerSlam is taking place.
Kurt was also a guy that, at this point, they're gonna just cheer for if they like him more than the other person he's fighting.
Well,
Yeah, this is when that started, and it kind of made it easier for them to go with the more gray area characters. It just took them 10 years to do it.
Kurt Angle is like one of
every time Rey Mysterio gets something, Angle cuts him off. It's just so good.
Kurt Angle is one of the best examples of like a patriotic wrestling character.
Mm-hmm.
In all honesty, like the last one you think of like the Iron Sheik and things like that, but of like more modern version. That's the best way to do it. Make him legitimate. Like Kurt Angle is like a special talent. You'll never really see that.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, to be honest with you, and maybe this is just me looking back, I'm honestly kind of baffled that Vince didn't push the patriotism fucking more with Kurt.
Well, it
Especially
was pretty front and center.
No. I mean, yeah, but this is also the guy who made the fucking Lex Express. It just.
Yeah, that's too extreme.
I mean, he had that patriotic entrance. The fucking American flag is his background video. He had the red, white, and blue firework.
I know, and I know what I told you. I'm like, you're gonna call my bullshit, but Vince was a fucking I'm America. He was very.
I think Kurt Angle just had a bit too much to be pigeonholed as like a Jack Swagger.
Yes.
Oh, and a 2 count. Oh no, I think there's difference though. I think Kurt had more natural charisma.
Kurt is just best. One of the best.
He got it. It's kind of one of those things where you have a new hire that comes in, you're like, how the fuck did you figure that out so quick?
Yeah, but to have the pedigree he has, and also to be like made for entertainment.
Once in a lifetime. I love that. Just slam down and then.
This is why Kurt Angle's so good, because he wrestles with a purpose.
Uh-huh.
And Randy Orton does the same thing, trying to get people in the RKO. Very few wrestlers now do this.
Mm-hmm.
And it's sorely missed for me.
Well, it's also the fact of, so many of these finishers and you're in the finisher. A lot of the finishers today, there's a lot of setup to go into that, and that just takes it away from.
Well, there's certain finishers
RKO out of nowhere, switching music, no warning.
There's certain finishers that won't work for us. Submission finisher though is a different thing. I hate when they keep getting it on. I prefer them to tease getting it on, and the person get out of it, like they're doing in this match.
Yes.
Yeah, Heather's not wrong though. I think it's a combination of that, Heather, and protecting the move too. But
it's also like for the ankle lock, he'll do his moveset, but there's a lot of moves he'll include that will try to focus on the leg, or the ankle. It's just it makes sense from like a strategic point if you were to try to wrestle somebody.
They did an angle, blah blah blah, all that shit.
Yes.
So to the point of that, and disconnecting OBS. Hold on 1 second. Oh.
There we go. You're back.
All right, I think we're back. Sorry, folks. Oh, yep, there we go. OBS is back. Sorry about that. Kurt won via submission on Rey Mysterio. But Taker, they were arguing whether or not Taker could have the cast on, and I was just thinking, to your point, Basement, that would be fun. Like, let's say your finisher was an armbar-esque submission or something that had to do with that. Then it adds to like that level of the psychology and the.
Well, I don't mean not every match needs to be that, but if you're wrestling, and Kurt Angle was wrestling, the main thing with Kurt Angle is in ring, like Matt Riddle, like they try to do with Matt Riddle, he is a competitor, right? Regardless of what you see, like he might be playing the fucking ukulele with the small cowboy hat on. You put him in the ring, and the competitor comes out, so it makes sense for them to target something, right? Especially that being his finishing move.
Mm-hmm.
But it doesn't have to happen in every match. But I love a match that is trying. It shows that he has to go to it because Rey Mysterio is an opponent that deserves it.
There's Stephanie McMahon.
Goddamn, Stephanie.
SmackDown. She is not married to Triple H in real life at this point in time. It is she gets married in October of 2003. The only reason I know that is because they turned to a fucking angle.
She doesn't look much different. than she does now.
They are dating for sure.
There's Eric Bischoff. Oh yeah, they're dating in real life, but they are not married yet.
Eric Bischoff always looked like a fucking slime bag.
I really have grown. Over the years, I have grown to have a fondness, appreciation, and respect for Eric Bischoff. Honestly,
I do too.
I think that like he doesn't have a wrestling mindset in the traditional sense, but he understands key important aspects of wrestling that others don't. He is honestly, like, having seen so many WCW shit and going through so much WCW shit, JP probably knows this too, it is kind of not really taken into consideration like how important, how crucial of a person he was as far as being the perfect bridge between like TV executives and wrestling bookers. Like he was literally like the perfect bridge between the two, where he was able to basically make everybody happy. And that's a hard thing to find in this business for sure. JR and King are on commentary now. We're getting ready for a Raw portion of SmackDown. What? SmackDown.
What
Raw
the
portion of
fuck
SmackDown.
did
You fucking idiot. You dumb fuck.
Get ready for the Raw portion of SmackDown.
All right.
Into Tron's asshole.
Oh wait, no, we're not doing this matchup yet. I know which matchup we're doing next. We're doing this one next.
Break the world down. I just have one question.
What to know? I need to know the
Chris WQ.
I finally made it to the WWE 2 years ago.
But soon,
I think this
AEW.
might be the most jacked he's been in his career, or close to it. Like in terms of like just like he had a big chest. Like he doesn't look bad, and so this is a random rivalry they had on Raw. Again, this is the heat of they were just attacking each other because they were still figuring shit out on Raw.
Yeah.
I know that Jericho had just come to Raw as part of trade with or rather a jump to SmackDown, and they show Flair attacking Jericho doing a live Fozzy performance, which I think they've done I think 2, maybe 3 of those.
Ric Flair bleeding already.
Yeah,
It's not even
Flair's
in the fucking
bleeding.
match.
Yep.
All right, what's the over under on Flair bleeding?
Oh, it says happening.
Will he come out bleeding?
I explained that to my son that I went when I went to SummerSlam. I was telling him the story about that. I'm like, dude, Flair took like the simplest little like bink, and he was like instant.
Mm-hmm. Look at him.
Damn, he still looks
Looks like
good.
he's about to have sex with a 17-year-old.
I'm glad to see him with clothes on.
Welcome to Space Mountain.
I'm good.
No, you're
Thanks.
not.
No, I'm not.
He still at this time, he still looked in shape though. I mean,
He kept himself at 230.
Ric Flair.
Ric Flair was 45 years old to 50 for all of his life.
Yes.
No, I get it, but
I mean,
that's because he's stayed in great shape.
Arn Anderson looks 45 for 30
Oh, yeah.
years.
He was 40 when he hit
mean-
puberty. He was 45.
You know what I mean? Like he just looked like, especially with the glasses.
Imagine
Holy
you were his
shit.
fucking parents. And one night he goes to bed as like a fucking doe-eyed little kid, and the next night Arn Anderson comes down.
Hey, Dad, I gotta go out. Or better yet, hey, Dad, I want you to meet my prom date. Yeah, how old
Should've
are you?
9 to 5.
You sure you too?
I gotta
Flair
get to
still-
work, Dad.
Flair, I mean, obviously Flair looks older, but like, I mean, he still looks not too shabby. But he wasn't
Honestly,
really.
Flair kept himself in shape for a very long time. He's in
He
shape
did.
even now for his age. Jesus Christ, man.
This rivalry, again, no rhyme or reason to it. Extremely random, just for the sake of kind of like Flair was doing nothing. Flair was the co-owner of the WWF before they decided to just like fuck it, and Vince takes over. Then we're gonna make them, we're gonna make Bischoff and
You kinda
Stephanie
missed,
the
like,
GMs.
That's what New Japan has, right? You kind of miss these like the old stalwarts that look old,
Yep.
still wrestling, because now
Yeah.
like the oldest wrestler looks like they're fucking 38 and they're 50.
Archers.
Yeah.
Archers.
Yeah, it's just like I
Hey, how old
I'm
is
just kind of
Miz?
seeing. He's got to be like 40.
Yeah, Miz,
Something.
I think, is close to 45,
42.
actually.
I was gonna say. I don't. I know he's not. I know he's not.
How old
close
is
to
John
50.
Morrison? They're close.
Oh
in
my god!
age.
Have you seen Morrison without the hair?
It looks the same without hair.
Yeah.
Crazy, isn't it?
No. It's. I was gonna say the tan line. The tan line he got was pretty well. Skin of the cat.
He's got
Le
to
Jericho.
He's got to talk to Trump and get some of that orange.
So it's also just kind of a wild year for them. Where, by the way, just to kind of put this into context, Flair wrestled the Undertaker at this year's WrestleMania, and
Yep.
Jericho was the undisputed champion defending going into WrestleMania.
How old is Flair here?
Oh,
hold on.
God.
Do you think?
Look it up. Hold on, I can tell you.
Because he is.
He's definitely in his 50s at this point.
It's this like.
Yeah, I know
He's
that
got
much.
this like weird where when he breathes in, he looks like the when you see every muscle in the person's body skeleton thing,
Yes.
at like a doctor's office. That's what he looks like.
The anatomy reference. Yeah.
Yeah.
At the time of the pay-per-view, he was 53.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I knew he was definitely in his 50s. I just couldn't remember if it was 55 or less.
Like, come on, man.
Was it this
Ridiculous.
WrestleMania that they
Yes.
switched it to the Undisputed Championship?
Yes.
Yes. So this was. I was going to get to there, but yeah, this was the last time
But
that the
Jericho-
undisputed. Yes. I forgot about that. Flair got really close to the camera. He was like, "Oh God!" He got a nice shot. So what are you
This
gonna
is
do?
the main event with Brock and Rock, right?
Yes.
Huh.
Yeah. So this year's the Mania of the
Brock
same
didn't have
year.
the championship at that point.
What's that?
Brock didn't have the championship.
No, Brock had never won a title. This is Brock's fifth pay-per-view, and this was his. Let's see, he literally debuted the night after WrestleMania 18, the Raw after.
And that's fine, but I'm just
And
saying,
was-
Chris Jericho was the first undisputed champion.
Yes.
Yes, yeah.
You know who is a poor man's Chris Jericho?
Ric
Fucking
Flair?
MJ. What?
No,
MJF.
I don't know. I don't think so.
I agree.
I
don't
don't
think
see
so.
I don't see MJF having. Okay, he's not gonna. He will not be as big as Chris Jericho. I do not.
Oh, fuck no. No, that's why you said dollar store guy. But MJF is a definite mix between Chris Jericho and The Rock.
Think.
As
He's
far as
got
what
the.
he's trying to portray.
He's got the Chris
Yeah.
Jericho heel down.
Yeah.
I'm not saying wrestling in ring, though some
Yeah.
yes, because Chris Jericho was a guy that like was all over the world and everything, but he was such a WWE wrestler. It's like, oh no, he's not. He does a moonsault. Lion salt, bitch.
Yeah.
Look at that old school
I don't know.
tactic there. He used
I like MJF, but he's got to get out of AEW. The
He does.
stats.
yeah.
They've done him so dirty.
Nope,
I'm
he's
sa-
done himself dirty. He wants to be a part of that shit.
Well, in the end, he's to blame.
He's had so many opportunities to leave on WWE. He deserves every fucking book.
Also, I think the thing is like he's had success at AEW. Look at the roster in WWE,
Yeah.
right? But the thing is, you have to shit or get off the pot because I don't think his stardom will ever get any bigger than it already has been in AEW.
Yeah. And it's already starting to dwindle there.
So it's kind of like, Connor, take the hit to go somewhere new,
Yes.
and maybe the future is brighter, or stay where you are.
Yeah, what's that like?
I don't know. You tell me. You son of a bitch.
Still haven't heard.
Hopefully soon.
I think did I say to you guys that I don't think it'll happen?
What? You don't think it will happen?
No, I don't think it'll happen.
Well, considering how long it's been, I don't think it is either. Because usually with companies like that, if they're going to make their move, they're going to make it quick.
He emailed me and said that the other candidate was sick and they were trying to reschedule the interview. Like, okay. Which
immediately
fine,
not hiring that person. You get sick days before you even get hired. Out of here.
Listen, I'm just saying I don't take sick days. On that note, I take 3.
On that note, pay me $200,000 more.
Something about this match that I really like, going back to the Jericho Flair match, is that you notice that like Jericho did a little dirty tactic when he like tried to undo the turnbuckle, and then while the referee's trying to fix the turnbuckle, used his wrist tape to kind of choke Flair out. Just little like it looks a lot sloppier, or not sloppier, but like it looks rougher.
Jericho's
and
a
grittier.
smart.
It's that feel of actual panic to try to do it in a hurry that makes that storytelling point of the match so much better than what it is today.
But you can kind of tell, like, the wrestlers that have, I'm not going to say a higher IQ in general, just a higher IQ for the sport and entertainment, than ones that, like, just get in there and it's like, yeah, well, I'm going to do these. Like, if you look at, like, I'm going to say a Jade Cargill, for instance, versus, like, what's even happening between these two in this match? Like, Jade Cargill, it's almost like they gave her bullet points and that's all she does.
Yes, it is.
And pose for the camera. She can pose for the camera.
She's been a champion. Nobody remembers because she never defends it.
Jade Cargill is a fitness model, and she should never be in a ring.
Yes.
Failed experiment.
I will say this. I am looking forward to the match between her and Rhea because I want to see Rhea kick the teetotal shit out of her.
I
want to
also
care.
Maybe this is just a me thing. Anybody else notice that the hard cam is on the opposite side of the arena that it usually is?
Yes.
Is it?
Instead of looking to the left of the ramp, you're looking to the right.
Yeah.
I actually like the camera work better.
Yes.
Here?
Yeah.
You prefer Mr. Kevin Dunn?
Fuck yes.
No, I don't prefer
God.
Kevin Dunn. When Kevin Dunn when it's on, it's great. But there became problems.
Kevin Dunn is directing this.
Yeah.
No, but there became problems when like everything became like a mashup of bullshit. They had to cut and then
every match needed 20 cuts for no reason.
The thing I hate in wrestling is the zoom in to sell impact. That's one of my most hated things that they did towards the end of the Kevin Dunn era. They would zoom in on somebody jumping off the rope and then zoom out quickly to try to like, it's. I'm like, what the fuck? I can't see what's happening.
I'd have to see it. I think I know what you're referring to, but I'd have to see it.
Yeah, it happened a lot during like the
I'm
end
sure
of the
it
Vince
did.
McMahon era.
I'd have to like kind of get a better.
They basically punched in to sell action and punched out. Like the camera was trying to embody.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah, that is dumb as fuck. If I know, yeah, okay.
The camera was trying to sell the action too hard instead of just letting the action sell itself.
That was a shitty ref bump there.
Yeah. Right to the dick.
Yep.
See, this is what also pissed me off in the fucking game. You can't have two heels fight each other. Why not?
Yeah, like what's so wrong with that?
Ric Flair
Flair was in this weird baby face. He had heel, like he was.
I
like,
know,
oh,
but like, okay, you can't like.
No, I know
it's very obvious. Both used heel tactics to win.
Right,
Absolutely.
I tried to win.
Just that Flair was the more favorable heel. Yeah.
Well, it's like Bruce Pritchard said. Eric Bischoff said it himself. You could show videos of Ric Flair killing a puppy, and people would still fucking cheer him when he came down to walk that aisle.
So, what I will say is at this time, Ric Flair didn't have the confidence. He had lost a lot of confidence in his abilities.
this was right
And-
before.
Well, right. And this is where Ric Flair got his swag back. Because he was
So-
actually able to compete at this. Before this, he was kind of in this weird. And Chris Jericho said, why should just beat me with your finisher? And that's. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Connor. That's where
That's
I
okay.
got. That's.
No, I was gonna say was this was right before. And sorry, they just showed the moment there where Flair pretended to submit, and Jericho didn't see that the ref had saw that he had grabbed the rope, which again, nice little psychological.
It's just
nod there. I
smart.
thought- Yeah,
Yeah,
It's smart.
Nowadays they'll grab the rope, and when it's a fucking no DQ match.
yeah.
the one I think there was something I saw. Damn, this is 2002 Brock. Holy shit!
Honestly, this is another guy that's on my Mount Rushmore. And the end of it all,
Look at those nips. Oh my god.
man, look at those bad boys.
Yeah.
The fucking trapezoids. He has no neck. It's
I'm
just
not
all
looking at those.
muscle.
I thought Heyman was about to point at them.
with
And he
little
moved
jingle
them. He was
bells
makes
on
it
them.
even funnier. Yep. God, my mind went all over the fucking place. I cannot remember what the fuck I was saying now.
Yeah,
Uh,
staring to them, staring to them.
Yes, I got lost in the nips.
He's bobbing them for you. He's bobbing and weaving them for you.
Is my
See, look, there he goes. There he
is
goes.
my loneliness that obvious? What made you realize? Yeah, it was just a smart move like that. Oh, I was gonna say it was one of my favorite spots I've ever seen that was like that with the Flair with the rope thing. It was Bobby Heenan, and he was managing outside the ring. What he did was he positioned himself where he was right outside the ring, like he usually is. And
Right.
I can't remember who he was representing or what the match it was. It was a one-on-one matchup. Though, so he had Bobby's guy, referee, and then the good guy. I couldn't remember who the actual people were. But what happened was the baby face had his back to Bobby Heenan, so he couldn't see. And the referee was right around the corner, so he just saw them he saw the ref from he couldn't see the ref's hand. So basically what happened was the referee went to go count. He went 1, 2. Bobby Heenan then put his hand on the mat and went 3. The babyface thought he won. He goes, yeah. I got 1, 2, 3. He goes, no, you got 2. Why did you let go? And the heel rolled up 1, 2, 3.
See, this is the okay. So
I'm
I'm
like,
gonna make a
clever as
weird
shit.
fucking. I'm gonna make a weird fucking comparison, but I swear to you, it's as true as it can get. Wrestling is like fucking anime, where it's the same shit most of the time.
Yeah.
But like when it's at its best, there is such like clever writing or clever use of powers and shit like that.
Yeah,
It's good, man.
It's like,
When it's
oh
good,
my
it's
god,
good.
I didn't expect they'd use it that way, right?
Yep.
Also, Eddie Guerrero, he's another guy that's like either on my Mount Rushmore or right outside it.
I put him just outside.
Like, I don't. He's so close for me. 6th
Yeah.
or 5th. Edge. I was never a big Edge fan.
Me neither.
I don't mind. I didn't mind him here. He's practically.
I didn't hate him.
love
Don't get me wrong. I liked him,
I
but
loved
he
him.
was
I
never
loved him. I
someone
loved
I
him
was like, I can't believe it's Edge.
I
I
love
I,
for the Brood.
I could see that they were like clearly trying to make him like a single star for a while, and this was the
Well, he has
first-
the ability to be like
He
you know.
looked-
He had
he-
so much charisma.
he looks like a rock star. I mean, come on, with the long
I mean,
hair and
out
everything.
of like,
I mean,
if you look at Edge and Christian, the Hardys and the Dudleys, who would
Yes.
you pick out of all of those as one person to be a single superstar?
either him. Honestly, it's either him or Jeff Hardy.
Yeah, but
And
Jeff
look what
Hardy
happened.
didn't have the mentality. Really.
Yeah, no.
Correct. He didn't have the So Edge is facing
Jeff
Eddie Guerrero in
Hardy-
this matchup.
Jeff Hardy at this time was Darby Allin today.
Jeff Hardy was always better when he didn't speak.
Yes.
Yeah. By the way, this is Eddie Guerrero coming back to the company after failing a drug test at in 2001. So he had gotten himself clean and sober. So this was August 2002. He came back to the company in May. He had just jumped over to SmackDown from Raw. He was a heel. and he went over with some other person we'll see a little later on in the evening. And so it's just again good old matchup for Edge to showcase his skills, and as they're trying to push him again, they just started the brand split not too long ago, so they're trying to make this is again, they're pushing Edge as a singles babyface star. It's just not quite clicking, but he's getting some exposure, and I remember this was a pretty solid matchup between these two.
The reason I like Eddie so much is because he, it fucking comes from like, oh, it's lucha this, lucha that, and he was determined not to be exactly that.
Yes.
He's that good like crossover type star where yes, he can do the luchador stuff to an extent.
The hybrid,
but you know,
the true hybrid.
He adapted.
That, yeah,
he adapted very well.
Basically, reminds me a lot of Neville.
Yeah, I know what you mean on that one.
Neville's a bit
Neville had a little
more
bit more
high-flying.
personality with it. I would agree.
Oh yeah, no, I'm just saying physically, and in ring a little bit.
Compare Eddie
Sorry.
Guerrero to
Right, not in terms of. So they're both crossover fucking high flyers that can also suplex people. Like, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying their characters are anywhere near each other,
No.
but physically they look very similar.
Yeah.
They're both smaller, but like their upper bodies are massive because of the steroids.
Eddie
But
Guerrero.
even his legs are huge, man.
Eddie, I don't know about that.
I think a big thing that I'm noticing in this era too, and it's with obviously the older guys now, is they're able to mask botches a lot better, or not necessarily botches, but just they're able to. I shouldn't say botches. That's not the term. They're able to make the match
The transition
feel,
from a failure to like the Kurt Angle thing that we saw,
Yep.
right? When he got
yes,
he was supposed to
yes.
cut his leg off the Hurricane Rana, and it was so seamless that it didn't feel. But I think this comes from these guys have been wrestling every day for fucking years at this
exactly.
point,
Yeah.
right? You get these people nowadays that are half their fucking careers off on injury.
Yeah.
Yeah, no kidding.
So you're never gonna really get the person that can wrestle night
You're
in,
gonna
night
miss
out.
their peak, yeah.
No, I was
Obviously,
thinking
no
about
one's
earlier
perfect,
today,
but-
which is actually I'm gonna ask you guys when it comes down to it. Like I was thinking of wrestlers that who do they remind you of? Who's kind of like a modern day this? Is there anybody that's anywhere close to a modern day Chris Benoit?
No.
He's one of those wrestlers I
Ooh.
just have not seen another somewhat close version of.
Neville.
No. Cunt.
I can tell you this much. The thing is, and this is why I'm going to give my answer and give a little bit of an explanation for, as we're seeing a very good submission here with Eddie and Edge. I can find either one of these aspects about Benoit, but I can't find them combined. So I can find I can list someone's intensity and like realism and like grit. There's somebody who reminds me of Benoit, and I can tell you someone's like technical ability that reminds me of Benoit. But as far as the two of those things together in one, I got nothing.
Chris Jericho.
As far
It's
as
the same era.
as
Yeah.
as far as grit,
Chris Jericho, I wouldn't agree with.
I
no.
get in terms of like character and vibe. I get it's a little more street version, but I get it from Kingston, Eddie Kingston. I get a bit of a. I know he comes off a little bit more street and more gangster in his character, but something about the way he like just his aura in terms of like that's the best way I can describe it. His aura about him in terms of like he's like never smiling. You know what I mean? Like he's a gritty kind of like I'm gonna beat the piss out of you. I get Benoit
He
vibes
also
from that.
holds
I
his
mean
eye-
in good ways.
Okay, the attitude, sure, but if you're going to compare them with wrestling, good God, fuck no.
No. I know. I'm talking just the personality. That's it. No, in ring, God, they're apples and
Even the
oranges.
personality, I don't know. Like Chris Benoit wasn't really a talker. Eddie Kingston can't shut the fuck up.
Yeah, and how wide
Hey.
open he holds his eyes. He looks like he's on a fucking 8-ball every fucking night.
Maybe a Cesaro in terms of in-ring skill, but even
No.
that doesn't feel that doesn't feel.
There's
Yeah,
not somebody that I can think of.
I can't either.
It's a weird
man.
one because there's so many wrestlers that I see. I'm like, hey, I can see this in somebody else, right? Like
Yeah,
fucking
yeah,
Shawn
no, you're
Michaels,
not
Dolph
wrong.
Ziggler, right? Like,
Ilya Dragunov.
Maybe for in-ring.
it's early for me.
Yeah.
I haven't seen enough because he was injured for
Actually,
a while there.
JP might be on it. JP might be on something, but I do
He's
agree with
back
Mason. They
now.
need some time. Yeah.
So he's showing some intensity in his character.
Well, he's super intense. That's for sure.
So and his in-ring ability, yes, he's been out, but since he's been back, he's had a couple of matches and he's looked really fucking good.
Yeah,
I really like him,
You
honestly.
might be right there, JP. Actually,
That
I mean,
might be the closest.
the character's not quite the hit the spot
Trust
yet, but
me.
you're
trying.
no, you're not.
All he
too,
needs to
you're
do
not-
is kill his family.
I was waiting for it. I was waiting for that. I was waiting for it. I was literally just
He
waiting
does
for it to
have,
fucking
he
happen.
does have an older son. He does have an older son who is getting into wrestling. I think
Does he have a
he's signed with
Bowflex?
AEW.
Who?
Benoit.
Oh no, I think his older son tried and it didn't really work out
I think
because he looks exactly like Chris Benoit.
Oh my
I
god,
think
he's
he's-
his fuking twin.
and it's unfortunate, right? Like
I think the ship has sailed for him because he's not
You know what-
older
you know
son. The
what
guy's
he-
like 35 now.
You want to hear something funny? I'm sorry. I gotta say this.
Oh no, it's gonna be.
He
think
should
it's a
come
makeup,
out
right?
on TV with the shirt that said "I survived."
His promo packages is somebody in the dark working out with a Bowflex. Who could this mystery man be? Sponsored by Bowflex.
Who is he?
You just hear fucking sirens in the background.
Do you like that, Connor? I mean, come on, man.
Comes out holding a Bible.
Oh, you're all so fucked in the head. Holy shit.
Ugh.
Don't get me wrong, I fucking love it, but good god, that went dark.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that didn't take long. 3 matches in.
Hey, it can only get better. Oh my god.
Ugh.
Anyways, back to the match.
Actually, and guess what? Benoit's on this
It's
card.
actually been a pretty good match.
Yes, Benoit.
Benoit's on this card. In
Been a
fact,
while
I think
since
he's the
Been a while
no,
since
he's
it's been a
not.
Benoit match.
What's that?
Benoit versus Benoit is on this card.
It is on this card. It's the next match.
Yeah, it's not.
I thought it was.
Tag team match is next.
Okay.
Then Benoit. It's Benoit versus Van Dam for the Intercontinental title. Ooh.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's right, that's right.
So and which is peak Intercontinental Championship match for sure, as the kids say. Peak. Oh, Edge is getting ready for setup for Shia.
What is up, Aaron Reed? I love
What up?
Ilya Jacketoff.
Nice drop kick. By the way, when they did that spot earlier where Eddie was tied up when he had his arms tied up in the ropes, when Edge speared him, did you see that? How how much he slowed down?
Yeah.
It's just such a terrible spear.
I
I
do not
can't
like his
stand it.
spear. Ah, beautiful frog splash.
Eddie has the best in the biz.
For me, it's a tie between him and Van Dam.
But
Van
he
Dam's,
does. He does.
Van
That's
Dam
not
bounces
frog
like a
splash,
fucking
man.
springboard.
Yeah, that's true.
I did like Edge's DDT. He does have a good DDT, but I do agree that his spear is not that fantastic.
Edge's DDT is all in who is giving it to.
Yes.
Hey,
You think you know?
he doesn't have the best frog splash anymore
Mhm.
Hey,
Why is that, JP?
because he is dead.
Yeah, yeah. That's the joke, folks. Bridge.
Dominic Mysterio should come out and with a shirt that says "I survived."
Dad?
Is he going for another frog splash? Fuck your shit.
This Edge.
Oh,
I never
man,
cared
Edge
for
is on the edge.
Taz, honestly. I didn't like him as a wrestler. I didn't really care for him as a commentator.
Who?
Taz.
Taz. There were
Taz
times where like Morrow he got a little too overboard with it.
He was
He
kind of
tried, he
past my.
tried to ECW Joey Styles it, and it didn't quite work.
Taz is better served being a fucking
Commentator.
like a developmental trainer.
Fucking munchkin.
He
can teach submission holds because
he was past
I will say his gimmick was perfect because he's fucking built like a Tasmanian devil.
Taz
He
was
is,
past-
but it was just so hard to take him seriously
It was.
because he looked like a
there's a
midget.
spear. Well, yeah.
I just
Two,
with
three
that
for Edge.
spear, it wasn't. I agree. I don't like Edge's spear.
Yeah, I don't
It's the
either.
worst spear. I think he has the worst spear. One of the worst spears.
Absolutely.
It's like this
so-
weird side hug.
You think you know him? You think you know him? Sorry, what were you guys just talking about a minute ago? Now I completely lost my train of thought again.
We're talking about Edge's terrible spear. And you're gonna say
The
something.
worst spears.
And then before that.
I don't fucking know.
Oh, damn it.
We're talking about how bad
Taz.
Punisher.
Taz. We're talking about Taz.
Thank you. Taz was past my time, so I didn't get to really enjoy him too much in ring. I really,
You would never.
really like him.
Actually, you know what? He was
liked him
actually
as
pretty dominant in ECW. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, yeah,
he
when I
had all
went back
the
and-
tools that I liked. I just didn't like the package it was in.
Yes.
the little tiny one you can see. So when he came, I loved him as I loved him as a commentator. I think he is still one of the better like color commentators. Honestly, I think he does a very, very good job. I like the shtick. I like him as a commentator. That being said, as far as his character and shtick, to your point, Basement, I think Taz is probably one of the like. If you want an epitome, an example of like when Paul Heyman's like, I'm gonna push the positives and hide the negatives.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They made him
problem
look
is-
like a fucking monster, and he
Yeah,
was the
American.
fucking Oompa Loompa. And I'm
Yeah,
not saying it was.
that's-
I'm not saying it didn't work. It fucking worked, and that
It
was
there was a suspension of disbelief needed for some of it.
it got over. It wasn't long, and it wasn't in WWE, but it got over.
If it wasn't in ECW, it would never work anywhere else.
That's true. Very true. I agree. The next matchup coming up, by the way, one of my favorite gimmicks in the Ruthless Aggression era that I wish got more, I wish it went further was this gimmick, the Un-Americans. I'm
So
pissed this didn't go far.
I don't think this was the Ruthless Aggression era.
This is just the infancy of it.
This is towards the end of the Attitude Era.
2002?
Yeah.
Because Vince
John
uttered the
Cena
phrase.
wasn't there yet.
This is
John
the
Cena
transitional. This is the transitional period between the two.
Cena
Yes.
was technically signed, so he was, but he wasn't on
I
TV yet.
understand that, but is he?
Yeah.
He's not
He's
on
not
the
been
show.
on TV yet.
No, he has. He's done the. This is after the Kurt Angle Ruthless Aggression slap and all that. Yeah, this is after that.
Okay.
That happened in July, so this is August. Wow, Booker T. So for whatever reason, now we're switching over to this matchup. Tag team titles on the line: Booker T and Goldust against the Un-Americans. They randomly paired Booker T and Goldust together. I think what happened was, from what I probably gather, is that Booker T took his lumps and he took his hazing from WWF coming over from WCW, and they realized, all right, he took his lashings.
He's here to
Now
stay.
let's-
He's not going to.
He took his lashings, really, Connor.
yeah, of course. As soon as I said it. And now they're gonna try and like get him more personality, more charisma, and so they paired him up with Goldust. Honestly, I mean, obviously
Booker T was always a charismatic guy. I like this tag team because it was like it's a joke tag team, but it's like Otis
It
and
works.
Gable. It's the
yeah.
the pairing of like two different people that works, and both were relatively over. So
Yeah,
Yes.
it was.
I just want to know Because a lot of these times it was mainly the pay-per-views that were live and the shows were taped.
Mm-hmm.
They did some shows live, but for the most part, the shows were pre-taped. I want to know how many takes it took for Booker to be able to keep a straight face.
There's a lot of bloopers.
Behind the backstage segments with them. Holy fuck! I nearly peed my pants just looking at them on TV.
So Booker T and Goldust, they did a lot of comedic skits backstage that were pretty fun. There's a lot of bloopers if you go check them out. The Un-Americans, I said like before,
it started with Goldust trying to persuade Booker T to be his tag team partner.
Well, he originally wanted to join the NWO, and then they just got rid of the NWO.
Isn't this when Goldust would mimic fucking Booker T?
Yep.
Yes.
Yep. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So it started with Booker T. Booker T became part of the NWO somehow, and then Goldust was trying to join, and they just kept rolling with it. I think they didn't have plans for either of them, and they just kept going. Jesus, that snap was fucking impressive.
They worked together though, which was the fucking scary part.
Goldust is a great in-ring worker, and Booker T is a pretty damn good tag team specialist, especially with obviously.
Well, the thing is, on that, like, I actually prefer Booker T in tag teams. I know he's 5-time world champion, but it's
I'm right there with you. Yeah.
He operates better as a tag team wrestler and a tag team persona because he works so good off of people, which is why I remember when he was like feuding with Stone Cold,
Yes.
he had to work off of Vince McMahon to make it work a bit better. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
Like he's better working off of somebody than promoting himself as a singles talent.
Yes.
Don't get me wrong, he's good talent and he can be a world champion, but he's one of those guys that's like 5-time world champion is a stretch for what he brought to the table. But you know what? I like him.
But
No,
What?
the dog's trying to lick my feet.
You should lick your asshole instead.
He can do his ew. No, ew.
Old fucking grandma. All right. Alpha says, "Is it just me, or does anyone else feel like Lance Storm was underrated?"
My God. Yep.
Oh God, no! He was boring as fuck. He was exactly what he was.
Oh, but he was so good in ring.
Charisma, but he was a really good in ring performer.
Cesaro.
Yes.
He is Cesaro.
That was a good bump on Goldust. Lance Storm, I think, was used properly because how are you gonna do anything more with him? He was gimmick where he was Lance Storm.
He was the utility piece. He was the guy who, like, you could get a good in-ring bell to bell, and like if you wanted to really work, tune, or showcase your in-ring abilities, that's the guy you would pair him with.
He reminds me like he's male Natalia.
He is.
Yeah, it's a great comparison.
That's
Not insult at all.
where he trained. He became Bret
It's not
Hart.
insult at all.
Yeah.
You asshole.
He became Bret Hart Jr. So
I like Lance Storm. He's a good in-ring talent, and they did work well with his like stoic, silent, terrible at mic skills. But there's a ceiling on that.
Speaking of which, this is kind of how they came together, where they just kind of like they threw Christian and Lance Storm again. Nothing going on over on SmackDown. Christian had just split up from Edge the year before, so he was still kind of
pay-per-views. He was nothing going on. I just returned steroids.
And then Storm, nothing going on, and then Test, nothing going on. So they all jumped to Raw and they formed this 4-man stable with William Regal, calling themselves the Un-Americans. And I remember the Un-Americans got some pretty big heat on them. They got some pretty loud reactions.
It's
because you got to remember,
it's easy to get heat with that type of gimmick. I think you know,
and
it's a cheap gimmick, but
I think JP might know this too, but like even Pritchard has said this on podcasts, and other people have backed him up this too, and said like, man, they didn't want to go full heel. They didn't want to like really take it to the hilt, but they said like, man, if they committed like all the way to it, they could have really. They
understood that if they wanted to keep themselves relevant and be able to do a gimmick that will get them any reaction at all, they would have to go hard into it.
I think Christian got injured. No, Christian went off to team with Jericho after this a little bit later on. I think Jericho was also like a part timer at the time for being a member. Then he just kind of split off into his own thing. Again, the writing on these shows was so lucid, where like they would try things out for a few weeks because again, in the middle of this draft, or the middle of the brand extension they're doing, there was still everything was still in flux. Everything was still trying to figure things out and whatnot. So it was that's the only reason I kind of love this era was it's just like things were constantly changing, and you really had to tune in because you just didn't know what the fuck was going to happen, whether that be good or bad. Referee didn't see the tag. Haven't seen that in a while, actually. Now that I think about it,
I honestly like this. This is what I think for me it kills tag team wrestling. Not like nowadays, not enforcing what tag team wrestling rules should be. That allows people to strategically fuck with the rules.
Yeah.
Yep.
If there's no rules, people are just running in and out. Who gives a shit? Nobody cares.
Yeah.
Right? And I know it allows for like big spots and shit like that, but eventually big spots become regular spots and nobody gives a shit about them.
Like that moment right there was very crucial because it enables you to have sympathy with Booker T, where you're trying to incite that frustration level. Where it's like, oh, you fucking
fair,
come
but the ref
on.
didn't see it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think it was it Jurgen? No, it was Cody said Goldust is so quick. Yeah, for his size, he moves very well.
Yeah. He was very fluid in the ring, and he definitely took the training to heart. That's good. Goldust.
Like, he moves very well for a guy that's like 6'4".
Yeah, like almost 300 pounds.
He's only 250.
To your point, Basement, about like how Booker T is a great tag team specialist, and you know how you kind of look at them. I sort of see Goldust and Dustin in a similar light.
He just never had the singles run, really.
No, he
I
didn't.
think they tried, but like
it's hard with that gimmick. Honestly, when he went to AEW and he became the gimmick he should have had towards the end of his WWE run, and actually probably like I could see him having a good like IC run or like a Kofi Kingston, flash in the pan world championship.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah,
but give him a character that like I know he loved Goldust and the character that he's playing, but man, at some point in time, you got to give somebody like their fucking flowers for doing that the whole time.
It'll happen. I think it'll happen.
I mean, he was willing to go so far. He was willing to go and get breast implants.
Well, the guy didn't he get like multiple? He got his knees replaced or something recently.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So I could see him come back and help Cody win in some aspect, but I don't know if wrestling's in the cards for him anymore.
No, I think he'll end up in the PC.
He's already confirmed his last match will be in AEW whenever that time comes. Goldust.
Dustin.
Okay. But you're saying I'm confused of what you're at the end there, what you were talking about.
Oh, the Basement was saying that he could see Goldust coming back to WWE to help Cody win for like a Twilight match or something to end his career.
I don't think in ring those. I agree with you guys.
He himself put out on Twitter that his last match is not anytime soon, and it will be with AEW.
And that's fine, but I think he'll end up on WWE TV. I don't think he'll do it.
Yeah, I mean, in the end, it's not like I doubt they parted ways like in fucking any bad spirits.
No,
God, no.
I don't think so.
I mean, unless you look at how much he did for WWE.
Yeah.
Like,
it was one of those things where they calmly explained to him. I mean, from what he said himself, they calmly explained to him, "Listen, we've really got nothing for you moving forward, and we want to see you off into a happy future."
But I also feel like the character he played was this edgy character that never really would work very well in the PG era and what they wanted to do without losing a lot of like the edginess.
Nick Patrick, you know who Nick Patrick's dad is?
Neil Patrick
Cody
Harris.
Hamilton, Mr. Wrestling 2.
Yes. So, great bump though.
Mm-hmm.
Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Woo! Dustin, I think, I think to your guys' point, in ring, WWE, Probably not. On TV
He's
for a
better.
role, yeah. Goldust, like no, he'll come back as like Dustin.
Yeah, he was always, in my opinion, he was always better than what he was given.
Yes.
And
Yes.
he never really got the opportunity to do anything else because he's just
there's
pitching
Test.
old.
They tried to go with the natural gimmick with him, where he had none of the makeup on, and he was.
Well,
just
what they should have done with him is what they did with fucking what Cody ended up doing.
right.
Using the
finish.
lineage. He looks so much more like Dusty Rhodes than Cody does.
Yeah, I know.
Wait. Taller,
finish.
skinnier version of Dusty Rhodes.
Great finish. I'm a big fan of the finish. Test runs in, boots fucking Booker. Did he throw Christian on, or did Christian crawl over? I think he threw him on, right?
I can't remember.
I think he was thrown
they
over.
might show. I think they'll show it on the replay.
It's a good heel
Test
win.
Test is a guy that, man, I will go back and watch, and it kind of reminds me of like the Magnum TA thing, where it's like, man, I wish that guy got a chance, or even just a try
I
shot.
don't think, like, if you look at like, I guess canonically at all the
Christian
like
just
big
crawled
men
over.
because he's a big guy.
Yeah,
He had a much higher ceiling than, like, if they gave what they gave to Big Cass to him,
Yeah.
he would have done much better with it. But he was never going to be
You gotta go potty.
that guy. I don't think he had the mic skills to really be that guy.
I'm gonna say this. Test was never ever gonna go any further. They tried like 3 times and he just didn't get it.
yeah.
So
I wish that it clicked with him.
Never.
You know what I mean, there's Nadia. That is the
She-
Tough Enough winner, season 1.
She's
They turned
fucking
her
hot.
into they turned her into they didn't have a
Really
character
want
for her, and then they turned her
Robin
into a like a trailer park trash with Jamie Noble, which cracks me the fuck
Yeah.
up.
Well, the funny thing is that Bruce Pritchard told a story about him going to the Playboy Mansion and ringing the doorbell and shit. And he wasn't supposed to hit the doorbell, but he kept hitting the fucking doorbell. And he just fucking went off on his fucking shit that he went. It was great.
So Jamie Noble, so Jamie Noble is actually used to wrestle like a mini Chris Benoit. Like he idolized Chris Benoit, looked a lot like him, wrestled a lot like him. Like when he especially was wrestling in Ring of Honor. And so then he comes to WWE. He's a fucking like cruiserweight redneck. I just think it's hilarious. All
And
right,
that's
now comes
your-
the interpromotional match, which is for the Intercontinental title. It's going to feature somebody we've been talking about a little earlier on the show.
I'm gonna go take a piss.
No, don't. This is a good match. No, go for it.
You know what's
Pause it,
great
pause
about
it, pause
this?
it,
They
pause
were
it.
building up the sexual tension between Bischoff and
Yeah.
McMahon. It was great.
Basement, you can yeah, there we go. Oh, that's funny. They blurted out the WF. So, Basement and Heather are taking a pissoir, or rather, Heather's walking Mo. So this one's we guys couldn't hear, but they were explaining it. They did a cutscene with Stephanie McMahon and Bischoff. Basically, what happened was that Chris Benoit had won the Intercontinental title on Raw, as he had just returned from his neck surgery. Him and Eddie Guerrero were kind of being a big top heel tag team, and Benoit had just won the Intercontinental title. And then, like, kind of randomly out of nowhere, him and Eddie jumped from Raw to SmackDown, taking with them the Intercontinental Championship. So Bischoff, of course, is pissed off. He's like, I want that IC title back. And so this is how this matchup came about. So Benoit is the Intercontinental Champion on SmackDown, RVD the Raw representative. So if RVD wins, he brings that belt back over to Raw. This they showed the image right before they're freezing up on it. Benoit walking in with the title. They have the scratch WWF logo censored. Oh no, it's not WWF. It is still WWE at this point, but they have it. Why would they have it blurred?
They don't. I don't know what you're talking about.
When Benoit comes out, they have the front plate blurred. Like you know the Attitude Era design of the Intercontinental title.
Yeah.
You know how the middle has the WWF logo?
In what? Wait. What?
The Attitude Era Intercontinental Championship.
Okay.
Yep. You can picture it in your head, yes?
I know what you're talking about. Okay, go
In
ahead.
the middle of it is the WWF logo. See? It's blurred out here, which is weird because it should be the WWE logo at this point, because at this point they had already switched over the belts. Although maybe they just didn't get to this one in time. Toothless Aggression it is.
Little arms, the little arms, man.
Maybe the reason they did that is because
Well, it might be the one with the WWF on it. They just didn't replace it in time, which is possible because it's still so dumb that they lost that lawsuit.
I mean, maybe they have one, but Benoit in his rage might have left it somewhere.
Nope. Really?
Like this
He left
this
it. He left it.
a very good match.
It
He
is.
left it on the Bowflex, and so they had to give him a replacement.
Do we want to wait for Heather to return? Ah, shit.
Do
She'll be
it
back.
again. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if she's gonna be mad. I don't think she's.
As long as we don't say anything, she won't even know.
Yeah.
Yeah, she will when she walks in and watches the
Shut
stream.
up, Connor!
Yeah, all right, fine. You have fun explain that to her then.
If we say nothing, she'll be like, "Why didn't you guys wait for me? I bet you any money. I'd bet $1 bajillion on it."
She's gonna ask
I
why
would
did
say
you wait
I
up?
think you should wait. Then wait.
Oh
Then
my
wait,
god,
then wait.
deja vu. Yeah, my god.
See? Did you hear my
You can
backstory
rewind.
about this match?
Oh my god. You want fucking Heinz goddamn mayonnaise?
Well, we got
Smoky
God.
bacon.
garlic
Ale.
garlic parm mayo, mango
pickle.
habanero mayo.
You want that,
I
don't
am
you?
not saying it's a
Think
terrible.
about it. Think about all the options you could have. Well, Kurt Angle kills Rey Mysterio in the corner.
Or is not knowing how to do a colonoscopy correctly. He's getting frustrated, or he's trying to just get it raised shoe size.
He's hopped up on those Percocets.
Dude, how many? 38 a day, right? I think that was
What
the
he
I
record.
don't even know how he's alive because 38 a day of that. Jesus Christ.
I took
You'd be on
one.
cloud
I've
1 bajillion.
taken one Percocet in my entire life,
Same.
and I
I
never
didn't like
want
the
to
way
take
it made me
again.
feel. Yeah.
Nope.
I didn't like the way it made me feel, so that was it.
Nope. I'd rather do 15 bars of chocolate, if you catch my drift, before.
It's
Doing a
weird
Percocet.
because the pill version of like painkiller, whatever you might want to call them, I don't like any of that. Like I had morphine and I was like, the only reason I felt really good, I think, is because I was in so much pain. It's just the alleviation of pain. But other than that, I'm like, do I want to feel like this more than when I'm dying? I don't know.
Man, I mean, we've seen. You guys have probably seen this, and I'm gonna go off on a tangent here just to kind of distract until Heather's return. But you guys have seen those terrible in all the places in the country of the people like slopped over. You know, where they're just like
they're like the fucking the human bridge backwards, all fucking janked up. I don't even sometimes I see those and I'm like, how is this person possible to exist?
We have there's a place right outside of Boston. It's right outside near the hospitals.
It's
and
a
called
yoga studio.
It's Methadone Mile. No, it's Methadone Mile, where you see a row of them everywhere, and it's like, oh, jeez.
See, that's the one thing I haven't seen is the people like the broke back fucking weird, you know, the things you see on not the one where their back is literally looks like it's broken, but they're standing.
Yeah, we have those here. Yep, I've seen those here. Yeah, it's not.
I'm sure they're here.
It's not an enjoyable thing.
This? I did. Go get it because it's supposed to.
All right, Heather has returned. And before we start the match,
Well, I
Heather,
gotta go get him something from the.
Heather, do you care if we play the match?
Go ahead, play it.
I told you, Connor.
you didn't, you son of a bitch.
Like, fuck you. I said
And
$1 bajillion
Van
that
Dam,
you
here
won't
we go.
care.
Oh, okay, babe. I just said she would care. Sorry.
No, so you owe me $1 bajillion.
Oh.
These are two guys that are pretty stiff.
Yes, they are.
Me too.
I was talking about us.
I'm trying to figure out how to get rid of this gout.
Cut your legs off.
Well, I think Heather's got some stuff that will help it. So I'm gonna have.
Cut your legs off. Cut your legs off.
Then I'd be in a wheelchair and I wouldn't be able to bowl.
This is a
Hey,
damn
they
good.
can bowl.
Excuse
this
me.
Is a
Wheelchair people can bowl.
yeah, they have ramps for it.
Yeah, but I could never do it.
Well, we just throw you down the lane.
Well, that's
You become the
works too.
ball.
you're gonna call me Bob? I mean, come on.
I'll tell you what I want.
No, I might have to. I need them
Just
to
don't call me late for supper.
It's the same stuff. It's just a little bit more gentle.
Yeah.
Oh, it tastes horrible.
Go ahead.
Good shit. Damn.
Referee looks like one of the vampires from Twilight.
Blood. Oh my god, he does. Oh,
Like-
jeez.
The father vampire that was the doctor. He
Yep.
stays there.
Great selling by Van Damme on the neck.
Van Damme was just great in general. Unfortunately, the mic, not really.
No.
Oh, yeah, that's it.
I would have loved to see Van Damme and Matt Riddle as a tag team, though. Come on. It would be so perfect. The rest, like their wrestling styles too, would just work well together.
Well, at Van
So
Damme, I mean,
different.
have you seen him lately? I mean, Van Damme's obviously old, but he still looks fantastic. I mean, he's
I think he's
clearly
like
done.
blind in one eye.
Yes.
He also smokes a lot of fucking weed. Like that's all he does.
He was smoking a lot of weed during
I
this
mean,
era.
Like legitimately, he
He has his own brand of rolling papers.
He's probably been smoking weed since he was born.
I wouldn't doubt
I
it.
get
He
it.
was stoned constantly in ECW. So there's that.
Mhm.
I saw this thing with what's his fucking face? Devon Dudley talking about
How the f-
wrestling
did
with
he ever-
Sandman.
Did he ever get busted for drugs though in WWE?
I think he got busted once.
Van Damme?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's how that's how he lost the
That was-
ECW and WWE title.
Yeah, I remember getting busted for it at some point, but then it was like they stopped testing for it at some point.
Yeah, it was a lot of horse shit. Basically, he got pulled over for possession, and it was for like a very small amount of marijuana. But it made such headlines that they had to do something about it because that was not Benoit hadn't passed yet, but Eddie had. So the drug testing
They
had
still had
started.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a weird in between phase. So Van Damme at that point was both the ECW and WWE champion because they had just relaunched the new ECW as a third brand.
I also
And,
think
Yeah.
WWE was probably like, you can do it, just don't do it here,
Yeah.
type
Probably.
thing. Like, I
But,
mean, come on,
yeah,
it's
him and-
pot. For fuck's sakes.
him and
It's not like
Sabu.
everybody thought it was like performance enhancing drugs.
And so literally that Raw and that week on ECW, he lost the WWE title back to Edge, and he lost the ECW title to Big Show. And that
Chris Benoit used to bleed a lot from the mouth.
Mm-hmm.
it doesn't anymore. So there was I remember there was damn, I lost my train of thought now. Fuck.
There was drug testing.
There was. I mean, we all thought that ECW third brand was bullshit. And oh man, in WWE, and a lot of people kind of were still feeling that way at that time. When Van Dam, like people were like, no, it's fine. It's gonna work out. It's still not okay. It's not quite the same thing. There's still some good quality. When the Van Dam thing happened and Big Show won the belt, everyone just kind of like was like. Well,
I think everybody knew. Like the ring was, even before that, like the last. I mean, as soon as WWE bought them, it was over. But the fandom still got like that one event that WWE did where they were like, just book it like ECW.
It was.
Please.
It was not,
we're not going to do.
Not, yeah, it wasn't something that definitely was the. It wasn't like, oh man, Van Dam losing the title because of this drug possession thing. Killed the third brand. No, but all it did was it really kicked it while it was already going down. Yeah, it just kind of pushed it down the hill a little bit faster. That's kind of where what I was getting at. Was like it didn't fucking help at all.
The smartest thing they did was let ECW go and focus on NXT, something that's more in line with the WWE way of doing things.
We also got to remember
we're going to be able to do AECW.
It was something like ECW. Has a very limited shelf life.
Yeah, it's a glorified house show with extreme fan love that only really works when you're gonna. I mean, they could only do it like you said. You can only do it for like 5-10 years and it's over.
So what?
And ECW was right at that cusp.
The one thing I take away from the third brand version of ECW. And the only reason I enjoy it is because it was literally the infancy of what eventually morphed into NXT. And so,
you know, I kind of
it was. No, I just say yes. It was hot garbage, and it was what it was. But the very least, the silver lining that can be taken out of it, rather than just being just another fucking like XFL, where it's just like another failed project, is the fact that
at least for the acceptance of a third brand,
or not even just a third brand, but an actual. Like legitimate developmental system for them too, rather than just plucking from like
that gave them all the training at once: the camera training, the mic training, and the in-ring training.
So, kudos there. Sorry, Basement. Go ahead. You were saying?
I forgot.
Hey, join the club. Some intensity with this Benoit Van Dam match. He just tossed Van Dam out to the side there, and it's really an intense match, but they're definitely slowing it down a tad. Oh, and the Bowflex buckle.
Oh.
I also remember Van Dam said we're gonna do our finisher is the 420 leg drop. Like, you can't fucking Vince gonna kill that's some marijuana thing. No, it's me and he was tagging with Rey Mysterio at the time. And he goes, no, it's me and Rey Mysterio's combined weight. He goes, and he fucking bought it.
God, I have no idea what I was going to say. It's gone forever.
Yeah. I know it'll never happen. It'll never ever happen. But part of me would wish that Vince McMahon, on his deathbed, right before he dies, does a live stream interactive pay-per-view. Yep. Where he confesses and tells everything in like a mega shoot interview. Says fuck it all, and then he like explodes and dies live on air because he would fucking do that.
He's done it once.
It was me, everyone. It was me all along.
Heather has just made an excellent point.
I was gonna say, you know what? Right? This is the point. You know what? Kind of missed from wrestling, and I wish he kind of stuck around a bit more. Was Shane McMahon. I thought there was a future for that guy, not as a wrestler, But in wrestling, he seemed to really like it.
The boys.
And then he
really
went to like
respected
China and
Shane.
became some sort of like stock guy or something. I don't know what the fuck he did over there.
I love he started a couple of companies. Shane, I love Shane. Shane was respected a lot by the boys in the back. Like they loved him. Or like they're like that kid was fucking nuts. And he was.
I like Shane. I think the idea of having Shane as like a the role he was when he was ECW, what the fucking commissioner or whatever the fuck it was.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
it didn't work with ECW, but like I mean
yes. Thank you for reminding me about that. Yeah. So the thing with the ECW brand, to also just kind of note this as well, is that brand, so Shane McMahon pitched the idea of bringing back ECW, but the original concept, and Heyman mentions this in a couple of documentaries, he says that Shane had pitched it as a digital exclusive concept show where it would be exclusive to WWE.com, where you could keep it low budget, in-house, bring some original people in, and then mix it in with new talent.
You know what?
I like what they were originally doing.
Ahead of the time, because if it's on WWE.com, I mean, you could age restrict it if you wanted to. Like, you wouldn't have to deal so much with like sponsorship in that respect.
That was originally the idea, and then when and the idea was that it would still take place before SmackDown, or if it wasn't before SmackDown, depending on the volatility of the show or the booking of the show, they would book it separately in venues that were smaller run. So like nothing like this, or like basically like lower attendance arenas and venues, kind of like what NXT would do pre-takeovers. You know, like those like almost like a Hammerstein Ballroom-esque kind of vibe. They would book those and then do tapings and do episodes out.
Or they go back to Full Sail where they can only get like 400, 600 people.
Yeah, they were already doing SmackDown tapings anyway at this point. And they're like, oh, this is a great idea. And it was like, I heard that. I'm like, it infuriated me, because what happened was it got into Vince's ear, obviously. Then the board and Vince are like, well, if we can make this into a TV product or a pay-per-view, we'll pay you a licensing fee. And then it became corporate, and then ta-da.
Mm-hmm.
It's like,
good idea, ruined by everybody else. You know what I'll say? Like looking at guys like Ricochet or Javon Evans. It's Javon Evans, right? The guy?
Yeah.
Please, Lord, watch RVD. He is in the same realm of super athlete, and he can go without fucking getting winded forever. But watch him sell, and watch him sell tiredness when you know he's not.
Right. Which I think actually RVD is Javon Evans' inspiration.
Well, I wish Ricochet took some fucking pointers.
So do I.
Just like the fact that he just bounces up from everything, flies around, just angers me. Like this whole sequence here with Chris Benoit.
He does the feint a little too often.
This whole sequence with Chris Benoit in control is fucking masterclass.
Absolutely.
The like hammerlock, multiple suplexes.
Yeah.
And they hasn't let him go yet.
It took all of that to get him to let go.
Yeah. See, now you see what happened? Chris Benoit got up quicker because he put the most damage into RVD, and RVD was able to pull off the crossface, but he still can't get up quick.
Right.
And
like, where is this?
When Van Dam
it doesn't exist anymore, and you thank a combination of people, including the Young Bucks, for that.
When Van Dam went to go put the crossface on, not only did it not look good because he doesn't know how to do it, but he's also showing that he's visibly weaker, which made it easier for Benoit to get the hell out of there quick. Works on so many levels.
Springboard. He's gassed. He might not be in reality, but he's selling being gassed.
Yeah.
And he moves quickly. It's just the way that it's done that it's the big piece of the puzzle Ricochet always did not have.
And he's not fucking gassed immediately either. They've been beating the crap out of each other for a while. And now at this point he is gassed, which makes complete
But he can do this shit no matter what. Like he's not
Right.
I was about to
actually
say.
gassed. Playing off the gas is so useful in the
Yes.
storytelling.
It helps with the underdog. You know, like
Yeah, it helps with anybody that's a super athlete that needs to know how to slow down.
I think I saw a clip of Heyman saying this on Unreal, and I couldn't agree more. You know, he's like when you have, he goes, you know, a guy's over when they're,
perfect.
you get the
Oh man, I love it.
Yes.
two.
He does the kick and falls to one knee.
Yeah.
Where you have the superstar pop where they, you know, hit the music, the entrance, and blah blah blah. But if you're getting the crowd to like naturally, it's when they're like trying to rally up. It was the Money in the Bank match. He was referring to Penta. He goes, when the crowd was naturally like rallying for Penta to climb up the ladder. He goes, that's when you know you're fucking over.
Yes. And Penta was over like immediately as well.
Well, Penta is known. Like he was AEW, and even before that, like he was going to be a star. In all honesty, regardless of where he went.
Which they finally pulled the trigger and put the IC title on him.
He's going to be world champion, I think, in 2 years.
Next Mania at the latest.
Depending on how
He'll be
things
one of those
play out.
top guys with Braun Breaker's era. Even though he's older than that, but that's where he'll be.
He's still young enough that he can carry the younger generation into them then turning around to carry in the next.
And the 3 for the win gives Van Dam the belt.
A great match. That is easily the best match of the night for me.
Absolutely, yes.
Pacing was great. The back and forth was great. The selling from both men of like the absolute fight they went through.
I don't know. Can I rewatch it?
No.
Okay. I'm kidding. It was a good match.
I just like it's for guys like RVD. It's the hardest part for them is to like slow down, and take time, and make it look hard.
Something look difficult. Yeah.
And he's one of the guys that could really do it.
Yes.
Yeah. I remember this being the match.
It's hard to sell tired and beat up and super athleticism.
Yes.
All in one package.
So good. I can't remember if this was the match of the night for me. I think
it was really good, man. Chris Benoit was great in ring talent.
If I remember correctly, I think the unsanctioned match later is going to be a little bit better, but it's probably for different reasons. We'll see how things go. But yeah, this is and then you see Bishop gloating, and she will start laughing too.
I'm sorry. They're gonna make out. They're gonna do it.
She's gonna laugh.
What the fuck?
Okay, I can tell you why she started laughing.
They've been listening to us talk about bowling. Here it is.
Here we go.
Hey, I love knock bowling, man. God damn it.
Yeah, I like you guys bowling, not this fucking BMO.
They're advertising to us.
So the reason that Stephanie was laughing is that technically the main event is Brock Lesnar versus The Rock for the Undisputed Championship. Brock Lesnar won the King of the Ring tournament, even though he is he was a Raw superstar. Then he jumped to SmackDown. Stephanie's laughing because the Undisputed Championship at the time bounced between Raw and SmackDown, and she's laughing because next week on SmackDown following this pay-per-view, she will get the one-up on Bischoff by signing the Undisputed Champion exclusively to SmackDown. Anywho,
this is an ad. The Un-Americans. Okay.
Yeah, I was going to say. They're showing right now, getting ready for the next matchup here, which is going to be Undertaker versus Test. This one's a weird one because it seemed, again, pseudo-random. Again, love the Un-Americans gimmick. And man, I wish Test got. I know they tried with Test. I know Test didn't quite hit that, but I wish it clicked for him. I wish it worked out.
He had everything else.
Yeah.
He just didn't have the timing, and
I don't think he had the charisma to really be much outside of
what he was.
The big enforcer guy. That being said, he is a much better version of like a Big Cass.
He's a much better version of Diesel.
Like,
Diesel was better, I think. But I could see him like in that realm.
I agree
if he could get to the Diesel as his top level.
Yeah.
I also hated his fucking music. Test. This is a test.
Yeah. I mean, I kind of liked it.
Testicle.
Taker was on Raw, and this was kind of funny because he had just lost the Undisputed title last month to The Rock, and he was literally a heel, and then immediately started feuding with Test and the Un-Americans, and in like just for no reason, like, and bam, you are now a babyface.
What is so great about what they're doing, the Un-Americans, what made their gimmick so great was that right there. What does that mean in the United States?
It also says a lot more. It says a lot more than a Canadian fucking maple leaf. If you want to make them like the Canadian crew.
Keep in mind also, we're still a year removed, not even a year removed from 9/11, so things are still kind of fresh.
That's also one of the reasons I started hating this era of wrestling.
What
did they do to my boy? I
Taker?
didn't care for this at all.
Yeah,
I mean, I wanted to it since, but in that time frame, it was such a like Undertaker was one of my favorite wrestlers, and then he came out just dropping the entire gimmick, and I'm like, now I get it, whatever, but like,
yeah,
then I was like, yeah.
His gimmick was Mark Calloway turned up to 11.
The thing is, they had to fight with him about trying to go back because nobody wanted this Undertaker. Everybody wanted the dead man.
Same.
And I get it, but he didn't. You're lucky that because he wanted to stay as this.
Oh, I get it. Like you play a role for so long, it's so constricting. Anyways, go ahead.
So the American Badass thing for me, I was cool with it when it first started because all right, we're gonna try a little different direction. We've already done the classic character, which is obviously classic. Then we did the ministry version, and then all right, it's fine. That lasted right around I'd say his heel run. Obviously, I was kind of tolerant of the American Badass stuff up until the end of his heel run. So right here is when he's babyface again. So it's him as a babyface from this until November of the next year, and then they do the buried alive thing, and then that's when he goes back to basically what he ended up being until he retired.
I think the problem I have with it more than anything
is the part of it. The point I was going to say real quick is that this is the part of his career of this gimmick that I agree with you that I hate. I don't like Taker like this. It's just weird.
I like Undertaker. I like the character. I like the way he plays the character. I don't think Mark Calloway he's not very good on the mic. And to sell this character, unless you have the Undertaker is one thing. It's so distinct. He says 5 words, 6 words, 10 words, and you're done. This character, outside of a skin change, realistically, he didn't sell it to me in any other way. It's just he rides a bike now.
Okay. What it did to me was, as far as making Taker like this, and this is the only reason I'll defend the American Badass gimmick. The only part of it I'll defend in a way is, or at least this is the way I perceive it, is that at the very end, at least it humanized him, and what that did is that from a creative standpoint, as far as holy shit, he just dropped on his head. From a creative standpoint, as far as you're basically humanizing him, right? You turned him in from this which I get is the gimmick brought him to the dance and made him what got him over, and I'm not disagreeing with you on that. But the only thing I can defend with it is that humanizing him kind of opened the doors creatively as far as what you could do with him that could at least make somewhat more sense and kind of or at least make some excuse of it. And at the end of the day, and this is the weirder part of it too, he only had the gimmick for under 3 years compared to the long other ones. But go ahead, sorry.
The way I look at it is now I think it's probably a good idea that they did this. You give the other gimmick a break. He can come back to it. When he comes back, it's going to be bigger than ever. And it also aids in the fact that at some point he's going to retire, and you need to know more about the guy than the gimmick, so it does help there if they're going to do anything with him afterwards, which they do. But like from my perspective, this is why I was saying like, wow, this pay-per-view ruined it. No, this pay-per-view didn't ruin wrestling for me or anything like that. But it was another like. From my perspective, wrestling was changing from the thing I really loved to something I wasn't so in love with. And this is another, like a big nail in the coffin for me because Undertaker was one of my favorite wrestlers during the Attitude Era, and he changed. And then the wrestling changed, and then the direction changed, and then like all of the like promos changed to be a lot more childish, less legitimate. And I mean, I get like the Attitude Era is childish, but they weren't afraid to say some fucking heinous shit that they really stepped away from. So, I mean, this is why I dislike this gimmick so much. This is completely personal when I was that age watching it, and why eventually I stepped away from wrestling. But in hindsight, it was I think it's the right move to do for the character to get that longevity. Yeah.
Yeah, but hindsight's 20.
But as a fan that wasn't thinking about like the inner workings of wrestling,
no, and I
or anything like that, you know.
You were also a child, so.
But even as a fan myself, and even still being a fan of Undertaker, it's still saying that like I don't hate the gimmick, but as far as like if I had to pin, if you were going to take like a career timeline, this part of his run I was kind of bored with because he was just.
They didn't really do too much with it either. In all honesty,
he got Brock over. That was pretty much his biggest. Twice. Actually, no, fuck it, 3 times. He got he had 3 matches with Brock.
But it's like, how would you go from the Undertaker to anything else and not take a step down?
Yeah.
Yeah. Right? And I mean, to a smaller extent, like a micro version of this is Finn Balor's Demon,
which is why I think
just forgotten to be a fucking random douchebag.
It's coming
with
back.
A scarf in his pants.
Yeah.
I think he's going back to what
he'll probably fight Dominic Mysterio at WrestleMania and bring the Demon out. That's my bet.
Yep. It's happening.
Yeah. Look at that bowl cut in the front row. Holy fuck.
Oh,
that kid's got a great bowl cut. 10 out of 10.
Holy shit.
It looks like a fucking penis.
Dude, that is the 90s kid I've ever seen. It was in 2002, but holy shit.
Like Charlie and the Santa Claus.
Yes,
great.
Nowadays, you don't see that because no kid can be in the front row unless they're Elon Musk.
I hate to say this
17 kids.
I hate to say this about an Undertaker match, but this is kind of the piss break match.
Mm-hmm. The problem with this match is you got 2 big guys, and they both move well, but it doesn't. Undertaker is best when he fights someone a bit smaller. I mean, he moves really well for his size.
You're changing the pace too. You're going from Benoit and Daniel, who was
RV. Jesus Christ.
I mean, fuck to this, which it's not their fault. It's literally their.
If this is the piss break, it's a good card. Because if it's that piss break, like Jesus Christ.
I understood what you meant. I understood you basically.
I agree with you.
And this is what I was saying about like the fucking matches on SmackDown where you're like, I'm like, what? Like, what? I hate to turn it back in my day. These matches were great, but like, holy shit.
Now the PLEs have 4 matches and they still have a piss break.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, God, it's called the shit in between.
Oh, God, you're right.
It's called the entire fucking thing.
It's called anything but the main event, and even that.
This year at WrestleMania, we'll have 1 match and 1 match only.
I went to Raw last December, and my friend and I went, and we left before the main event.
Yeah,
we're good, man.
The last wrestling event I went to was a SmackDown, and I was good halfway through, to be honest. Like, it was fine, but I'm like, yeah, it's super long, and every match was the same.
Yeah.
And the fact that, like, okay, this is a big thing, and apparently, like, I think Jim Cornette said this recently, where it's like, oh, you have these people paying fucking $800 for tickets, and during the TV commercials, the wrestlers just stand there, and nothing happens. I'm like, you know what? He's like, at least do something with the fandom that are paying almost $1,000 to sit there and see you.
That's a good point. Oh, there, Lance Storm coming in for the Un-Americans. Christian as well.
Christian?
Keep in mind, they haven't done anything to him, so it's not DQ. I don't know why the fuck Lance Storm was just standing there, but you know, whatever. Maybe I didn't see him hit him. So the match is still going on, right? So like,
this is all to get Test over.
no, I know, but my point is that the
Oh, I
match is
get it.
still legal.
It's also like it's close to the 9/11 territory, so you know.
Well, no, it's another like near fall where you're like, oh, it's the chaotic finish, and then like you see Tess flipping out like that. That kind of shit like gets me like pumped up. Where like, ah, man, I miss that that feeling of like excitement. Like, what do you mean?
He's
like,
selling,
you don't know what the fuck's gonna happen.
the kick out. So he was pretty good at selling.
Honestly, though,
Also,
like that happens nowadays a lot.
Also, I think
Triple H era, the tomfoolery is on 12.
Yeah, but
that
felt that felt different and a little bit more. I was gonna say earlier was
executed better.
Yes. I think another reason I like Test, I'm a big fan of his big boot move. He makes that thing look like a perfect 2 and a 3. Take it with the Tombstone Pile Driver, which he didn't do much often as the American Badass.
Well, he's not gonna fucking super power bomb Test. I don't think.
The problem with this is Test had just kind of shown up. Like he was new. And then they fucking have him in this match. It's like this to me is burying somebody from the get-go.
You can't bury him because he's dead.
The Un-Americans kept the tag titles, so they still have a victory over the Wilson. So they still have that. So the gimmick is still over, and so he can still fall back on that. And it's Undertaker, so it's kind of this is also Taker's last match on Raw because after this he jumps over to SmackDown.
You should get a American flag tattooed on his neck. Like another asshole.
And JP, to your point about this, it seems like a burial. This goes back to the idea of they didn't know what to do with a lot of guys. Sometimes they were just kind of like, all right, like especially the matches we saw earlier with like Jericho and Flair and Eddie and Edge. A lot of it is kind of like they're
it's
kind of
like a weird
thrown
together that still works.
Yeah,
it's kind of like what was the fucking. Gino always talks about it. The event she went to, TLC or something, where they were stuck in the airplane or stuck back in fucking Kuwait.
Survivor Series.
No, it was TLC.
Yeah, because it was like Vince McMahon threw the card together on the plane, and it was actually a pretty good event.
Oh wait,
nothing really made sense.
Was it the SmackDown that NXT took over?
Yeah, but it was also the TLC event, I think.
Oh, okay. Sure.
Well, the TLC event was that Bray Wyatt got, and they had to have somebody wrestle.
Everybody got sick or didn't make it back or something.
Yeah, they did AJ and Finn.
That was going to be. And thank God that he got like meningitis or something. I can't remember. But they ended up doing AJ Styles had to come up from South America because they were in South America at the time. This is right about that time.
Yeah, there was this whole thing where he was writing the
AJ Styles.
Vince McMahon was writing the card on the plane. I remember that.
No, because he had to readjust it because of those. Roman Reigns got sick.
It was either sickness or everybody was stuck somewhere, or both.
Well, they did that from when they were stuck Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, when they got stuck in Saudi Arabia, that was the Survivor Series.
They called Pat McAfee in to do the show. That wasn't a bad Raw, and it was just.
I mean, every time that like they've been held against the corner, it's almost better than what they were actually planning.
So yeah, I remember that on Raw, but this right here. This is I've seen the build. This is so good.
This is what the kids call cinema.
I love Shawn Michaels.
And this was
Rushmore, Shawn Michaels. I don't know.
At the time,
he's there. He's
at the time,
very close.
Oh my God! At the time, this was supposed to be a one-off for Shawn Michaels, and that was it.
Why is it
Correct.
shot like a gay porno?
You know why?
Because they were close enough that they could have done a gay porno.
So real quick, while they're
Remember
explaining
when
some of the story,
18 jackets? Yes.
yeah.
He's white as a fucking bus.
Oh, dude,
I like how they
looks-
just get right to the point of why this feud is happening. Not
It's a
this.
great visual trick. Let's get ready to suck it, and then right in the crotch.
So good.
The story goes is that what happened was Shawn showed up and actually was part of the NWO. The NWO was on Raw with Kevin Nash, Booker T, and X-Pac, and then basically they just got rid of the NWO because the creatively and like there was so much shit going on. And so Shawn Michaels was still on Raw though, and so they shifted it to, hey, I want Triple H over on Raw because Triple H had been drafted over to SmackDown, and so that was the whole thing where he basically convinced Triple H to sign over to Raw. He jumps, and then they tease that he's going to reunite DX, and instead he pedigrees Shawn. He's like, I'm sick of being in your shadow, and then this mystery attack happens on Shawn Michaels. And it's like, oh man, I may have hated you, Shawn, but I would have never have jumped you in the parking lot. I'm going to find out who did this to you, Shawn. And then the camera footage reveals.
When I find out who did this,
It was you all along.
It was you, Hunter. Like, why did he deny it?
But this is just a great way to have, like, something mean a lot and not be for a belt or anything.
Exactly.
Where is this shit, man?
It doesn't exist anymore.
You have 4 matches, and they're all for some shit nobody cares about. Fuck
But
modern
right
day
now?
wrestling.
Yes.
No, modern day wrestling.
nowadays wrestling. Got you.
Yeah, give me some blood feud shit. Come on.
Yeah.
Well, and what made this feud so great is they are best friends.
Is his teeth just moving his mouth?
Yeah, they did.
Yeah. So, unsanctioned match. So it's basically a street fight, anything goes. But unsanctioned means it's technically not a match. So it's a weird like.
And this was Shawn's idea.
It's not being promoted by the WWE, even though it's on the PLA, whatever.
And
Yeah,
they're gonna have
it's
a about the 1, 2, 3.
So-
Triple H, an unsanctioned
So
match.
we
Come
don't
watch it. We don't.
But it will be in a ring on our PPV.
We don't condone this, but
But we will make money off of it.
you know what I mean. Like it's kind of like it's. I appreciate. I think they're trying to add like a spin on no holds barred. You know, it's like no holds barred
It's trying
street
to make
fight.
it feel like it's up to the ante.
It's
Yeah.
like, no holds barred +1.
Yeah.
yeah. Infinity +1. Damn it. To me, this was the match of the night.
I think I'm with you on this
what
one
I
because
remember.
this is so good behind it,
Yeah.
and there's so much history
And
between these.
When you
So
think
what
about
made this really even greater
JP
was
might say
the
it.
fact that I forgot what I was gonna say.
God damn it!
Perfect.
I
What I was gonna say
it
was-
was good too.
You have to also
I have
remember
to remember it. I'll remember it, but
this
it
was
had something to
Shawn's
do with-
first match back.
Yes.
Clean, Christian, and ready to go. And he was gone for 4 years.
I define Christ.
I mean, clean is more the reference is what I'm referring to. Like he had a clearer head and he was not drugged up on booze or anything like that. He had been clean and sober for some time. Looked fantastic. Looked like he hadn't missed a step. But nobody knew what you'd get out of him, right? And then he came
Nobody
back and just
knew
like,
what-
holy shit.
Oh, at least we're both looking in the same direction.
Suggested this match for his match back because at least then it's not the Shawn Michaels match.
You know what? This also is like
So
Heather,
that
this is also like a time where he looks like Shawn Michaels and not like too old to wrestle.
Oh no, I get it. Bruce
Like
Dixon.
his match with Ric Flair for retiring him. You can see the age there.
I
The
think that's where it's hard to
hairline
see it.
is way back.
Yeah. Oh, I know.
He still looks like Shawn
Oh, I know.
Michaels.
Go ahead.
Can you guys hear us or no?
No.
I'm gonna fucking kill you.
What?
Try to make a goddamn point, but you won't shut the fuck up.
Well, you're not the only person talking.
I
Sorry.
know.
Apologies. Go ahead. What was yours?
No, I
do you remember what you were saying? Go for it.
no. Bruce Pritchard was saying that he wanted to be. They didn't need the Shawn Michaels. They needed a Shawn Michaels. That's why they picked this match, because he didn't know if he could give them Shawn Michaels. He still looks like Shawn Michaels, but he didn't know what he had to this point. That's what is being.
All right, I get what you're saying.
Yeah, Shawn had said that in interviews
here's what
before,
I'm
where he
saying.
was like, they wanted to play it safe, and that Triple H was the best
Oh
bet.
my
Just
God.
in time for the last two matches. Trek makes his return. What, you good, bud?
Yeah, I'm good now.
All right.
Was
Well,
Everything
just in
okay,
time.
man? You don't have to say anything, but
Did
everything
you pull
okay?
a Bob? Did you pull a Bobbit and go
Right.
take a massive shit?
No, you had shit to deal with. I know, and you should too. Anyways, so what did you think of every match that we've watched already, Trek?
This is one of my favorite pay-per-views. I thought they actually did a good job with it. I thought the Rey Mysterio match was actually really good too. So
What match do you think is the best?
probably this one.
Yeah, I think we're all in agreement here.
Yeah,
It has the best storyline, and look who's in it.
exactly.
I mean, I'll
The
never
main
write
event-
home about Triple H in ring, but he just knew what he was doing. He's like a slower, somewhat more boring Randy Orton, but he just knew what he was doing.
You can claim the nepotism and all that shit with him and marrying the boss's daughter and whatnot, but yeah, he's still got the brains on his own.
You guys gotta tell me to check goddamn DMs every once in a while.
What?
Why?
Sitting over here ripping on Trek. I apologize.
No worries, man.
God damn it.
Piece of crap.
I am.
You unknowing piece of crap.
Finds
All
our
right, here we go.
This is when Triple H took off. This is when I said Triple H is my favorite.
Wow, look at that. Perfect, right? Attack him before it fucking even starts.
Why would you? Why would you?
This
Well, the bell.
forever.
What I thought were people
How
were
many matches have
No, they
happened?
don't. But what everybody is expecting usually in WWE nowadays is they walk
No,
around.
what was the
ring
match?
like
I think it
5
was.
minutes just looking at each other.
It was Jey Uso and Roman Reigns, or some one of the bloodlines, and it's like this huge like fucking anger, and like they wait until the bell starts. I'm like,
Well,
do
he did
something.
too.
Show me a storyline.
Before that bell rings.
No, he attacked
Oh,
him
he
before
did?
the bell start. The bell
I-
rang.
it was muted.
Your game out. I'm pouncing
shit.
your ass.
He attacked him before the bell rang, and now he's fucking ponying up like a gay cowboy.
Look at this. A couple things. Fucking jeans and cowboy boots. 4
Yep.
years he hasn't been in a ring. Like, are you fucking
Doesn't
kidding
matter.
me?
Well, they're wrestling jeans and wrestling cowboy boots, but yes,
Are they?
I agree with you.
Hey, at least
Yes,
it's not
that-
He's
brown.
going Cassidy
There's no
before
man wrestling in
Cassidy
cowboy
before
boots.
Cassidy.
You can see the flat soles.
Okay.
Hey, at
They're
least
not
it's not the brown shit pants he
It's all
wore for
wrestling.
Survivor
It's all,
Series.
Are they
it's all
wrestling
wrestling
boots?
clothes.
Make them look like a cowboy.
It's all wrestling clothes. Otherwise, you wrestle in fucking Levi's. Good luck.
No,
See
wait.
what they did
Well,
with his Jordan.
hold on. The boots I'll give you, but the jeans, I don't know.
Oh yeah, I think the jeans. They might be like.
I think the
They
jeans,
might
are jeans,
actually
but
be-
the boots I'll give you. Yes, I can see now when you point out the bottoms. You did. Yeah.
Jeans, you just go the next size up from what you actually are, and they're comfortable enough to move around. in.
Also, I honestly hate this conversation.
You know
I'm not gonna lie.
Do you know what this is?
The jeans are the jeans. I don't know the jeans. Fucking. What are we talking about here?
Well, I was gonna say the only thing I can say is that this is his gimmick watered down 100%.
Mhm. It's a redemption story for Shawn Michaels.
Those are jeans.
Uh-huh. Are they wrestling jeans? I think every wrestling
What do you
attire
mean- what do you
is
mean they're wrestling jeans?
attire. They're wrestling jeans. They're made to wrestle in by the
Right.
people that work for WWE.
Okay.
I agree with that. Shawn Michaels had his.
Every single person is wrestling. There we go. Do it, Shawn.
Boots in the jeans, boots with the fur.
Pussy in your face. His heart is as big as Texas. He's dead then.
Good.
This match goes on for a while. I do.
Yeah,
does.
this is a good unsanctioned match.
Good one though.
Is Tim White the ref? No, it's Earl. Okay.
No.
Earl. Shaved head Earl.
Old Earl.
Maybe the
Damn.
best version of Earl, to be honest. It's not shaved head, but he's got that, that good shit going on.
We starting to get that friar fuck hair.
Band. Some sweet chin. Nope.
No, I do like the tease of a finisher very early that doesn't land, and then they don't do 50 of them immediately.
I was going to
Right
say, and he
after.
didn't go right for the pedigree.
No, he went for a backbreaker.
Yeah.
Perfect. Perfect.
She don't do that anymore.
Also, shut up.
bullshit.
Yeah. Don't touch his back. He's old.
Yeah, you're watching the wrestling jeans.
We haven't seen him in 4 years. He's
Oh,
got
man, those
cowboy boots.
Those boots are flat. I really hate this conversation. Another
You can
backbreaker.
rip on the wrestling jeans all you want, but go look at the Survivor Series 2002 gear and realize he's not wearing the brown shit pants.
I fucking hated those. Though I don't know who convinced him those were a good idea.
He
Those
convinced
were
himself.
atrocious.
Pritchard
I
was
don't even
saying
know.
on his podcast that it wasn't done by the time they thought it would be done by the time they got him to Survivor Series. He's like, yeah, he had to come out in those. He's like, I'm sorry.
Oh, those were
What?
atrocious.
What he was gonna wear wasn't done by the time Survivor Series hit, so he had to go out in
Yeah.
those.
He had to go with
Oh,
number
Cooper.
2.
I didn't really care what he fucking wore.
I know. This
Yeah,
is what I
he-
was
he
saying
said-
when I had that conversation. We were talking about his fucking jeans for fucking 30 minutes.
I agree with you 100%. He is
Hold
wearing
on.
wrestling.
You're like, oh, I
jeans.
hate this conversation about wrestling wardrobe. You're like, oh man, Triple H with his 30 jackets. This is great.
Well, 30 jackets. Come on. The guy came in. He looked like a short school bus. Back from injury. He's as wide as the fucking Titantron.
I love that. Well, I mean, it's.
I
it's a
know.
great
I did
outfield.
too. But I was like, what in the fuck is under those 40 coats?
It's right there.
And there it is. Perfect. Perfection, one might say.
Well, no, because missing a coat.
Missing a lot of coats, to be honest.
Oh God. Oh, that's a shot right there. That's
This
even better.
is where Triple H got his name, the Cerebral Assassin.
Working that back.
I think that's
Even though it
nickname
was always mentioned. Because how many world championships had Triple H had by this time?
I think
5.
he's up to 5 at this point. I'm just laughing at JP. He's like, this is where he got the nickname, the Cerebral Assassin, even though they had called him that several times previously.
Yeah, but I mean, before they they just
That's
started
where it
calling him
sunk
the
in.
Cerebral Assassin.
He went from the
Like,
man
he
of
would
3,000
mention it
coats
every once-
to the
JR
Cerebral
would
Assassin.
mention it every once in a great while. He wouldn't mention it all the time. And then they,
So
that sounds great. And then
No,
they
no,
would do
I-
it every
I knew what you meant. I'm just laughing at the way you said it.
well, okay, I'm
Which
fucked
was-
up. I can't fucking
Yeah, it was
So am
retarded,
I.
but
It was
we can
funny.
all have fun. I do like the
What?
fact that Shawn Michaels getting his ass
all have
beat
fun.
to start off with.
Those are jeans.
They are jeans.
Just got a hangnail.
You got a problem with that?
Yes, it hurts.
Jeans?
Wait, I think.
No, he's gonna hang nail.
Hold on. I think Apter's at this one. He might be. That's the other thing. I don't
Every
see
single
it as much
cameraman
anymore.
looks Mexican. Ice would have a field day at this event.
Oh God.
Oh, jeez.
Look at that guy. The two in the bottom right, super Mexican.
I forgot. I
Oh,
forgot
I
that.
should have a heyday.
Hold I forgot to mention that. That's something you don't see anymore. You don't see as many photographers around. for obvious reasons.
Yeah, that guy Mexican
Yeah.
for sure. The guy on the right, 100% Mexican.
I think
Got
after
the whiteys,
might be
the whiteys over here to the left.
if it's not this match, it's definitely going to
No,
be.
if he's not Mexican, I'll eat my shorts. You see that motherfucker?
You eat Sean's jeans?
I'll eat
One
those
in a
jeans.
green and white jersey.
Okay, this guy peeking. He's super Mexican.
That one?
Where?
On the right side. On the right side. Oh, yeah, he's bleeding.
There's the blade.
On the right side. He's not there. There he is. He's behind
And the
Triple
Jets
H.
jersey.
Not that guy. Not that guy.
I can't.
That guy beside him with the camera.
Okay.
He looks like the Mexican guy from Napoleon Dynamite.
Oh, Pedro.
Yeah.
Oh
I
yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Pedro.
Come on.
Pedro.
See?
You decided at that
think-
moment it was.
He's got great hair.
Oh, that guy? Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Come on.
Wait till he stands up. Wait till he stands up. And you see that fucking caterpillar on his upper lip.
Kind of worm. I think I'm gonna go.
Oh, is that him right there standing up?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh my god!
He is right. But actually, I think he's Japanese.
Oh no.
No,
Unless
the one
Japan's
that's
located in
the middle.
Mexico.
I know which one you're talking
Oh,
about.
okay.
Yeah, I don't know. Actually, JP might be right.
Oh, he's
I
from
think
Japan,
he's
Mexico.
Japanese.
It's possible. You know. Anyway, this unsanctioned match is something, huh?
Mm-hmm.
That they don't officially condone, but they're going to take tons of photos of.
We got the press here. I know we don't condone it, but
we
it's
have the press covering this thing we cannot condone.
happening. Eduardo.
This insurance wise is going to be a nightmare. Paperwork. Oh my god. Maybe it's the main event. I could I want to say Bill Apter was at this event, but I could be wrong.
Look at him. He's
He
ripped by
probably
Triple H.
was.
Bill
In the main
Apter?
event.
Yeah.
Yes.
Um,
Good old Billy, Uncle Willie. Ah,
There
there he is, the equalizer, the good old sledgehammer.
Sledgehammer.
Hit him with sledgehammer. Yeah. No,
What are you
it's
gonna do? It's
unsanctioned.
an unsanctioned match, you
Get it.
motherfucker. Yeah.
There's
Like,
no
I-
rules,
yeah.
but hey, you gotta follow the rules.
Yeah. Oh,
Kick him in the dick like Orton did.
there is no record of Bill Apter being at SummerSlam
2002.
2002.
Okay.
Yep.
I was just saying.
I'm not saying he wasn't there, but I'm seeing that there is nothing of stating that
Yeah.
he was there.
Could be wrong. He just said
Come
I
on.
there, in Ruthless Aggression stuff. I know that he's like been there more often than I
Well,
realized.
he's essentially in charge of it.
Was.
The magazine.
Okay, so can we agree with something? If Triple H wasn't involved in a match that had a storyline built behind it, the match was not very good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not saying anything against Triple H. I'm just saying, like, he works so much better when he can lean on storyline or some reason why he's doing something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Triple H was so good at this shit. Fucking referee pushing the referee, and the referee pushes him back.
I love Earl.
He's scared of Earl now.
But
Even though he's
I
like-
know, it's so great.
you're
Massive
Basically-
in every way.
This is why I like Triple H. he's
what you're-
Earl,
trying to fucking
stop, Earl! I'm just trying to have a fun time.
Triple H is,
um,
don't be an
he's great.
asshole.
He basement, I think, and maybe you can tell me if I'm wrong on this one, but I think what you could probably say is something to the effect of what he lacks for in in-ring ability, he makes up for in in-ring psychology.
Yeah, and it only really works when you can access in-ring psychology.
Yeah.
Right.
Like a random team up of Triple H fighting whoever with no backing, it's going to be a okay to bad match.
Right.
What's one of the things he looked at Ric Flair for?
He's selling the back.
Mm-hmm. He's working slow. He's just a master.
Now
at
he's
wrestling.
nuts. Now he needs to have his nuts reattached.
And someone's got to fix his Levi's.
His belt already broke.
Yeah, Triple H was whipping him.
Right in the ass. He spanked his ass.
Luckily, he did enough squats. He had plenty of padding there.
Also, a rare shaved face Triple H.
Yep.
Honestly, like the bald-headed fucking, he looks like Kratos. That's the best look for Triple
Yeah.
H.
Love that
Hands
look.
down.
He looks so much more like a badass now than he ever did in his career.
But he was supposed to be like that fucking Princeton kid for a
Yeah,
while
he has
there.
the blue
Oh
blood.
man, that's a good
And
spot.
when he was Hunter Hearst Helmsley, that's what he debuted
Crazy.
as.
Crazy how shit changes, huh?
Hmm. I mean, I said it before.
You know,
It's not my idea, but what I saw on YouTube was Triple H as the best character in all wrestling from start to where he is. It just makes the most sense.
Yeah.
his arc is great.
His arc is incredible in wrestling.
Trying to fix the chair.
It's kind of a combination of natural
Yeah.
to a little bit artificial, but it's more natural than it is artificial.
Well, he pretty
Because-
much went through like the story arc of a fucking regular person.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to start the fucking bitch ass teenager. I'm going to have my rebellion phase. Then I'm going to have my coming to my own. Then I'm going to have I'm a corporate man.
Yep. He had his Tony
But he's the
Soprano
most
phase.
consistent. He is the most consistent character, I think, in wrestling.
Triple H.
Never really had like this
Him and the
rebound where
Undertaker,
he changed.
I could argue him, the Undertaker. Shawn
Well, you
Michaels.
have the problem with the Undertaker is you have the American Badass.
I know, but
And
it's
that's,
still
that
it's
takes
still
you out of
not
that.
as bad. I think Triple H is better. He's more true to himself. But
I think his whole
him,
career
Shawn
trajectory
Michaels-
is
him
a
and Shawn
perfect wrestling
Michaels
story.
are the true to their self guys.
like they were we're going to rebel against the man. He became the man,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
which is perfect. That's great storytelling.
Yeah.
it
I
is.
mean, I'm talking about just character in general.
Right in the penis.
Mhm.
Triple H is number one. Shawn Michaels maybe number two. Roman Reigns is getting there. But he
Ladies and
needs
Honestly,
some-
if they did a better job of the face to heel turn with Roman Reigns, and I'm just saying like the fed up with the fans and they like really hit it home, he might have been in the top 5 for me.
I want him to be so in order for his character to go to that next level, he has to be that corporate guy.
The problem is
By the way,
Roman Reigns went from insufferable
Actual corporate
to
guy.
I enjoy.
Crazy to think this is the entire WWE creative for both WWE main roster and NXT in the ring right now.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yes. Shawn Michaels is the next guy in line for creative. If
Oh,
something
yeah.
happens to Triple H, because he is the VP of creative, so he is the next guy.
Yep.
And I think he older than
Yeah.
Triple
Yes, he
H?
is older than Triple H.
Sean? Oh yeah, Sean's older. I think like 5
Yeah, but not
years.
by much. I mean, Triple H is about my age.
Damn.
Yeah, and I think
Yeah.
Shawn Michaels is like 56 or something.
Yeah.
By the way,
They're
this,
not that far apart.
I forgot this finish is really good too.
Like Kevin Nash, Scott Hall, they're both the oldest.
Well, not Hall.
Scott Hall's dead.
Yeah, Scott Hall's dead.
Yeah.
Oh.
Sean's 60.
Ooh, that's it.
Great.
Kevin Nash is 66.
Oh. How old's Trips?
Bless you.
53. I'm gonna say.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
I'm just guessing.
Boom.
Don't see chair shots to the head like that nowadays, I'll tell you what.
There's a chair shot to the hand.
That was
Scott
a
Hall.
chair
Scott Hall.
is dead.
Scott Hall
I'll
was
tell
the
you.
oldest of the clique.
Yes.
Yep. And then he clicked too hard.
Mhm.
Honestly, we'll talk about a guy that should and could.
World
He had it
title.
all.
Yep. Yep.
Honestly, like
Yep.
holy shit, that's a guy that
So
Could have
it's
been
actually
so much
it's
more.
funny. I actually was listening to. I've been down the rabbit hole listening to random wrestling stuff and shooter reviews and all sorts of different stuff. Dark Side of the Ring, all just whatever. And I did stumble across an interview where he was asked, like, "Hey, do you ever regret not being or becoming or discussing world champion?" And he said, like, he goes, at first it kind of bothered me because I was trying to, I was trying to get to, get more money, get more, paid and everything like that. He goes, but at the same time, he's like, I realized that, I was having these killer matches and, enjoying my spot. He basically, long story short, says, he goes, I got a point in my career where I'm like, I'm at a good
I'm
point.
happy where I am.
Yeah, basically, where he's like, I'm good.
Honestly, like I can
I have nothing
understand
to
that to a
prove.
point. Like being world champion in WWE or
Right,
anywhere
yeah.
really, like there's so
It's a
much
lot.
more that you have to do. Like no matter if they want to do it or not, you're on the morning show, you're on this, you're on that.
Yeah.
And he also,
I took his fucking
yeah.
shoe.
And he-
Did you see what Shawn Michaels just did?
oh
He
yeah,
just
That's
took
great.
the boot off of the Mexican fucking commentator. Just hit fucking Triple H with it.
This is how it.
That was
Okay,
great.
this is okay. Give us this when it's deserved, and this is exactly what this is. Not AEW where every match is a fucking explosion on a pole match. Like, give me, make the fucking fans and the people making the show earn it.
Yeah.
Like, you just don't just give ladder matches because it's a ladder pay per view. I fucking hate that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Make it make sense. This is just lazy, fucking boring shit. Oh, it's a TLC match. Why? Because it's a TLC pay-per-view. Why is there a TLC pay-per-view? Because branding.
basement. This
Totally.
match is basement.
Because
This match isn't
branding.
even
But
happening.
you're right.
This match isn't even happening.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Well,
By the way,
not
this
bad
was
for a match that wasn't even good, Connor.
no. That's not bad for a match that's not technically happening, right? Yeah, you're right.
Not bad for a match that wasn't even supposed to happen. It was supposed to be Triple H fighting the NWO, and then, well, Nash tripped over Booker T, and we saw what happened.
Yep.
What?
Originally, Triple
I
H
have no
was
idea
gonna be-
what's been happening for the last minute.
So
I don't
I don't know what you're talking about, Connor. I don't know what you're talking about, Drake.
I was talking about Trek
Just
just mentioned.
clarify. Just give him a minute.
Yeah, Trek was mentioning that the original plan for this match, it was supposed to be Triple H versus Kevin Nash, or Triple H versus Shawn, where the idea was that it would be for control or membership of the NWO. But Vince pulled the plug when Nash tore his quad live on Raw.
And he had just come back from an injury that minute, too.
Yeah, so it wasn't really the best of storylines going on. They kind of had like a scramble and get what we got today. Boink.
This is how wrestling should just operate. I'm
Uh-huh.
always backpedaling because it's always better.
Mm-hmm.
He's got the crimson mask.
Pose
The
for
welts
camera.
growing on Sean's side. from the
Someone
top.
give this man 17 jackets.
We can't. They're gone.
The jackets, they're gone. I've been there, bitch.
My God.
Motherfucker.
So chiquitas.
When you get a front view of Sean, look at his right side.
Yeah, he's got fucking welts.
What? Oh shit! Yeah.
How's your shit?
Oh,
I'm sure Triple H has a welt or two, too.
he's got the proverbial
From the
crimson
top.
mask.
It actually looks like Shawn Michaels' ribs are broken. That's what I saw.
You know, tomato, tomato. You know, just walk it off. Holy shit!
Jason
Beans.
Bourne.
See, I don't like that kick out.
No, because Shawn Michaels gave up before the
Yeah.
Triple H
Yeah.
kicked out.
Mhm.
I like this though.
No one's perfect.
That fall over
Mm-hmm.
because he's
Because
done.
they're both exhausted. Yeah.
Hmm.
He's fucking destroyed. Back
Both
to your
of
point about
them.
selling.
Hmm. Oh, Triple H had in-ring psychology down pat. So did Shawn Michaels.
You
This is my biggest problem with modern day wrestling. They just don't. They don't have it. It's,
Austin
just doesn't feel real in any way.
Austin said that too. He's like, he's asked like, what's the one thing you can take is selling, sell.
Mhm.
You can sell.
As long as you're selling something that feels real,
This is good.
like at this point in time, like understand, don't start the match, get a DDT and fucking flip all over the place.
Right.
You know, like get to a
Right.
point where like you should be selling something and then sell it. Just fucking, I don't know. It just seems like any regular person would get to a point where they're like, I'm just going to feel what I'm feeling, but a bit more.
Yeah.
And it's just the rule of wrestling in every aspect of it.
Gonna use the table.
I just have one question. Have you eaten yet?
Yes.
Have I what?
Eaten yet.
Yeah.
No.
It's a commercial, man. You gotta watch some of the fucking commercials. They're pretty good.
Why haven't you?
You
eaten
have-
yet?
No.
Do you guys
Eat
have?
what?
Do you guys have Panda Express?
Yeah.
Oh gosh, yeah.
That commercial. That's where that comes from. It's so good. I like it.
Oh yeah.
You
Oh, I remember this.
From the
This
top
looked like
rope.
this looked like the laziest splash that I've seen Shawn do,
Huh?
but maybe this is just me.
That makes sense. Come on. He's all fucked up. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it was the
What you
landing.
want him to
It was-
do?
It,
Do a flip.
It wasn't. It was.
Do a barrel roll.
Fucking asshole.
No,
Sorry.
it wasn't. It wasn't. No, you're right. No, you're right. It wasn't that. It was. I remember I was like, oh, why did I fucking hate it? It wasn't him. He did it perfectly and executed. It's just the way that the table imploded. It was just kind of like a. It didn't
Yeah.
like explode. It was just kind of went like it hit itself in and just, it didn't have
Goddamn
like this.
table. It
Like,
doesn't
there you go.
realize in-ring psychology.
Like, you know
It
what I
broke
mean? Like,
in a way that it shouldn't have. It's a wrestling critic hating the table and how it broke. Give the match
am the table.
4.5 stars for the table. It would have been 5, but the table just fell apart in a way I did not like.
Well, now if I'm in the Tokyo Dome, he would have loved it.
Yep,
No, 'cause
exactly.
the table
See,
would have been the
Trek gets
size
it.
of a fuck. The table would have been a fucking size of a fucking
Trek gets
infant
it.
child.
Make sure you guys subscribe to my newsletter.
One night only. He's back for like 8 years.
But we didn't know at that point. We also didn't know if they were real jeans or not.
Can we talk a little bit more about that?
Sure.
Kidding. A beautifully executed elbow drop by Shawn, not selling a fucking thing. Or is he?
No, because he's Hulkamania.
He did
He's
a little
gonna
bit there,
tune
but
up
they
the
got up.
band.
He's Tatanka-ing.
He's tuning up the band, man. Also, I really jumped from like 1 foot higher than the top rope.
Yeah.
Triple H looks like this is last day on Earth.
Uh-huh.
How old is Shawn here?
old enough
I'll look this up.
to get pedigreed.
And a 1 and a 2 and a give it on a home 3.
Okay. Don't like the end.
You don't.
I don't like the end. I think he should have just
I
fucking
didn't mind
super kicked him. Why have Triple H work back from all of that just to get a roll up pin? I think he should have just super kicked him and fell on him and won the match.
Shawn was 37 at the time of this match.
All right, here we go.
Oh.
This is why. This is why.
Yeah,
That's fine,
hang
yeah.
tight.
Okay. There we go. Otherwise, I
Over,
agree
but the
with
match
myself.
wasn't over.
Yep.
Otherwise,
Hold
I
on.
agree with what I was going to say. Oh my God, my spine!
And that was supposed
This
to be.
was their safeguard to either write him out completely
Yep.
or give him time off to think about coming back.
Yep.
He's got spinal stenosis.
He's got spinal I fell on the Undertaker's casket problem.
How'd you know?
So the roll up.
He was back body dropped by Ryback.
So
No,
they said
no.
there's been interviews before where they said that was built in as a failsafe because they wanted to do more matches with
Who the
Shawn. They're
fuck
like,
is
well,
this
let's. I have no idea. They're like, let's see how
Fucking-
things. They said, let's
He's
see how things
actually
play.
the doctor. No, this is
Yeah.
what Bruce Pritchard was saying. He's actually their doctor.
That's
Okay.
Francois Petit, whoever his name is.
Does he have to show up like that?
Yes.
Yeah.
To me, it does.
I have never seen someone show up in a fucking lab coat in wrestling ever before.
Well, you're seeing it now.
You know what? I fucking love it.
I'm sure you do.
I wish there were more doctors. HBK, eat your ass.
Yes.
Yes, he
That's what I
won.
No. What I was going to say was to what we were talking about
Shawn
earlier.
Michaels died after this.
This was booked this way because they wanted to do more matches with Shawn, but they weren't sure how he was going to do in this match or how he was going to feel, and they didn't know. This is obviously all a work. He said everything everything went off without a hitch, like $1 million. Felt like he could. He goes, it's like riding a bike, is the that classic saying. So yeah, they did this. They said that the bigger thing we wanted to really make sure coming out of this pay-per-view was that Triple H was the top heel on Raw because they were because literally not this week, but the following week after this pay-per-view is when they introduce the World Heavyweight Championship and they award it to Triple H because he's the top heel on the show. So because this was
That's
the
why
top
they give it to him?
program on Raw, pretty much.
Oh!
What?
Sorry.
Yeah, because
I was
then it led
standing up.
to the World Heavyweight title match at Elimination Chamber, the first Elimination Chamber at Survivor Series the same year.
So at the very least, even if Shawn didn't come back, this helped lock in and really solidify that Triple H was the top heel on Raw.
Yep.
But he was in general the top heel in the business at the time.
Yeah, but this just locked it in even more.
Yeah. I don't disagree on that.
It didn't
What's
matter
the
which
word in
brand. He was the top heel. That's why I don't like the brand split, because they try to make two top heels and half the time they
It makes
do
it
one
hard.
right and the other for shit.
That makes it tricky.
Oh, this is great. He was so good at this. He used to book with Vince.
I missed the Fink.
He's all
Yeah,
right.
sometimes they would they try to do some some gimmicks and angles with like the announcers and
Oh, yeah,
commentaries.
here we go.
The thing. Trish
That-
Stratus.
Trish, yeah. I take it back. This is the pee break.
Yep.
I just came back from that.
No, this isn't the pee break. This is actually
Shut
pretty
up.
good.
Breasts.
I would give the exact same look, Fink.
Who would you rather look like? So Bruce.
Who was your favorite diva during this era?
So
Yeah.
at this time, this is when Lillian Garcia is getting ready to take
Fink's spot.
Fink's spot.
Yeah. For me, I was a Lita guy.
Yep.
I don't think that comes as much of a surprise to anybody.
I mean, they were all really
This
good.
is great. This is great.
Is she drunk?
No, this.
That's what JR asked.
Oh God! I don't miss these bits.
Yes, you do, Howie.
Yes, you do, Connor.
Yeah, I remember watching like, the friend's house.
Yes, I
and
do.
just
What
like,
am I talking about? Yes, I do. What are you talking about? Yeah, these are fucking. Yeah, these are cheesy.
This is my
as shit. Of
pickup
course I
line
miss
for
these.
any girl I ever meet.
yeah, I remember watching this in my friend's house, and we just groaned. It's like, oh gosh, no.
Nice to meet you. What's your name? And I've got my ween. God damn, she tried to grab him.
For some reason, I always thought she kicked him in the nuts.
Maybe she does right now. There
Oh,
you go.
Yep.
There it is.
It's so powerful she fell on their ass.
Mm-hmm.
So that was essentially to write Howard off TV.
Yay.
I didn't mind it because there was a little feud going on there that was actually incorporated into the.
I always felt Trish Stratus, like back in the day, had like a weird build. It
She
just,
still does.
her breasts were just exploding.
Yeah, I know, right?
She still has the same build with the tits.
I actually think she looks better now
Yeah.
I was just about
A
to
bit
say
more?
that. Yeah.
than she. Well, maybe not now, but maybe like 5 years ago or whatever. Then I don't know. There was just like she looked like Snooki with massive breasts.
All right, we're ready now for the main event.
This
I like
is
New York hat.
The Yankees hat that Heyman's wearing.
Also the face. Look at him.
There's so much spray tan. Jesus God.
I love the next big thing, Brock Lesnar, man.
I did too.
This is also like, when did Brock leave?
2006.
Oh, 04.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that's honestly when I like gave up.
So
It's around there.
Brock's
Everything was taken away from me in wrestling.
Brock is a very unique individual, obviously, right? But like, think of this
Mhm.
too. I've never in my
Have you ever met somebody that
fandom-
looks like him? Ever?
No, well, besides
No?
that, but like
His-
well,
3 of his children are his fucking twins, man.
Oh yeah.
in wrestling, especially when he more so when he started. You talk about like a perfect storm of timing and whatnot. He's the
It was
only person I
the-
can think of that was able to seamlessly slide into the Ruthless Aggression era and immediately inject himself into the main event and be extremely credible rapidly. I've never seen anyone push this fast before in my life, and I don't think I ever will.
In my honest opinion, like his when he came out of the crowd and beat the shit out of who the fuck was it? Spike Dudley or whatever. Like at that point, at that point, I was like, anybody pales in comparison in terms of like monsters that they want to build, because I love like technical wrestlers a lot more than I like most wrestlers. And him having that background, and then like if you look at Big Show, whatever, Big Show, he's tall, he's big. This is like super mobile fucking monster.
I have said this until the cows come home. Brock Lesnar's power is not what frightens me; it's his fucking speed.
Well, that's what collegiate wrestling gave him. The speed, the stamina, the strength. Forget it.
Yeah.
If you ever watched a collegiate wrestling match, you would be blown.
I remember I watched him wrestle at 18 years old, and I was like, whoever he's wrestling is just unfair. I would just quit right away.
Well, when he got to college, he got his ass kicked like the first 2 years.
It's just a look of the person.
But when he won the national championship, yeah.
Speedy glass for you, for us it's Safe Light.
Same shit, different.
Safe Light repairs, Safe Light replace.
Also, what I have always liked his intro music.
Yes,
it just fits.
There's really nothing else for him except for thrash metal, man.
He's the opposite of Chris Benoit in the arms category. Is his arms a fucking gorilla?
Yes.
Like Jesus Christ, he can scratch his feet.
I almost choked on my food.
He does look like a gorilla, man. I don't know what else to say.
Fucking scratch your feet line. Oh shit, that was good. Holy shit. Oh, my favorite belt. My favorite belt.
It's a nice belt. I'm not gonna lie. I wish I had a little bit of color. Jurgen says Mickey James was almost his favorite because she was crazy. She also had a baby dick. A baby dick I liked. Oh god.
Remember basement you were talking about like match entrances and like just like waiting for the bell to ring? Watch.
There you go. Perfect. There you go. Like, give me this. Like, it's honestly, today everything feels so fake. Like you have the Rock run and leave the on the fucking. I know, and it doesn't help that everything is Slim Jim fucking all over it. Like the insane level of marketing mixed with the like fakeness of the product is just destruction.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like this, you had him lay down the belt and run in to fight this man.
Yep.
Because it's one of the rare fucking I know.
It's just when things were done right
before he can beat me.
When things were done right. I mean, you want to talk about like honestly perfect pairings? Heyman and Brock Lesnar, I think, might be the number one perfect pairing.
Hard to argue that. That's still blood on the floor from fucking Shawn. And
especially at this point where Heyman's still spry enough that he could do the outside ring work.
It's not that you just have the perfect mix of look and in-ring ability versus conversational ability. Like, I don't know if there's a pairing between like wrestler and valet or whatever you want to call them, a manager, that it's almost better.
It's almost
existed until now.
What I was gonna say was, it's almost like that. Maybe not in every aspect, but a lot of them. The pros and cons of each of them are negated because like
Yes.
Brock is obviously superior athlete, power, and superstar.
It's like
Heyman obviously
opposites.
has the intelligence, the wisdom, and the
They
experience
also
and the
look
legitimacy.
so different
Yeah.
that it works so well.
Yep.
I don't know.
And to compare the two, Rock has more of a sprinter's body compared to Brock Lesnar.
At this point, until he becomes
Yeah.
Brock Lesnar later on.
If there was ever a wrestling match, now I'm talking the kind of wrestling that I watch, that Jaron referees.
Yeah.
Cael Sanderson and Brock Lesnar in a fucking one-time match. And if you don't know who Cael Sanderson is, he's the only man to ever go undefeated in college wrestling 4 times, for 4 straight years. Never lost a match in college. So good.
You know, okay, so Jurgen says, what is everybody's feeling about Brock Lesnar against OMB, which I'm pretty sure he's trying to say Obafemi. Before I get into that, like I did see on Twitter, I don't know where this is coming from. Brock says he shouldn't lose a match until he's ready to retire. I agree with that. You still have
So do
him
I.
able to dominate everybody. I honestly think Obafemi should put up a fight but lose to Brock
Yeah.
Lesnar.
Yeah.
There's no way this guy just shows up now and beats Brock Lesnar. It doesn't make any sense to me. But
Not yet, anyway, but yes.
No,
Unless they
but
continue
give-
the
give-
program.
yeah, well, I mean, you can't continue the program immediately. Like you'd have to, like,
You know, you can space
okay with
it out.
Obafemi beating Brock Lesnar, maybe for his retirement in a year or two. But I wouldn't be like, oh, at Backlash they're facing each other again,
Yeah, no.
and then the finale is at the next pay per view. I wouldn't want that. I also like my one biggest gripe about Brock Lesnar's career is they pigeonholed him into being that guy that does suplex finisher. He is
Yeah.
actually very good
Yeah.
wrestling
that.
Yeah,
for
there you
longer periods of time. I mean, he might turn purple, but he can go.
Or he just realized that he doesn't have to do as much.
Yeah.
Well, I think there might be like, I mean, come on. If someone's going to tell you, I'm going to give you $1 million and you're going to go in there and do 3 suplexes in F5, you're not going to be like, well, I really want to wrestle more.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I mean,
I think it's
you
on
know,
both sides, but they wanted to make him look like a monster. And at that time, kind of the current time in wrestling, it was like, if you're going to be a beast, nobody can get anything in.
I mean, at least he didn't do a shooting star press that much.
Honestly, I wish he kept doing it. I blame Kurt Angle for all of that. The guy
that wasn't
jumped
Kurt's fault. That
all
was
the way across the ring.
Laryngitis, Johnny Ace, who told him to do it.
No, it's Kurt Angle's fault. He was way too far away for anybody to hit a shooting star press.
But he still actually almost fucking made it with just going
Yeah.
off the rope.
The guy was he was on the other side of the ring diagonally.
Yes.
I know. I'm with you.
No, that's fine. I don't blame Johnny Ace. It's very obvious the guy could do it, but he would have to have been close enough to execute it. For fuck's
No, I
sake.
know, but he didn't want to do it that far. He's like, you go out there and do it for
That's
it.
not how that went, Trek. That's not how that went.
Great Johnny.
They wanted him to do it, but I honestly like. No matter who in this world does a shooting star, you're not getting across the fucking ring on a backflip off the top rope. Good luck.
Kurt Angle has stated that he was too far away for Brock Lesnar because he was nailing it every single fucking time. It's just that one fucking time I was off by a little bit because Kurt Angle was concussed during that match.
Yeah.
So he ended up, he didn't roll far enough and
He rolled too far.
It was Kurt Angle's fault. So wasn't
Yeah,
John
I mean,
Cena-
in the end, like, it might have just been situational. If he's concussed, I can't really blame the man. But yeah, it's just like honestly, Brock Lesnar should have taken an audible then. If the guy's on the other side of the fucking planet, you're not
And I
going
get
to be
what
able
you're saying,
to. Yeah, you're not going to be able to
Yeah.
jump across the world backflipping.
Yeah. Well, he went Super Saiyan, so that still didn't work.
I mean, the best part was that he brained himself. To be honest.
It's between that and the fact that all he did to get off the rope was just
Yeah, he just fucking took off. It's like his ass is filled with rockets or something. He hardly jumped, and he just flew into the air.
and he still ended up touching Kurt Angle's arm.
Yeah.
Which is just like, good God.
But that face he made when he like flopped the arm, I'm like, he's out of it. He's on planet fucking 9. The guy is gone. The tomato
Kurt
face.
or Brock.
Yes.
Brock was gone, man.
Yeah, when they
The
raised his
captain-
hand, oh, that's when I saw.
Yeah.
I was like, oh no.
The captain left the ship. He was
Yeah,
gone.
it was
Yeah.
gone. I mean, understandably, he fucking did a backflip and landed on his head.
Wasn't Brock Lesnar the good guy during that babyface?
Yes.
He was the babyface.
Yeah.
So what happens here is that, like I said, Brock won King of the Ring, and
Brock,
he went for
Brock is actually doing a literal wrestling move that you use to gut wrench into a tilt. So good. This
This
is
is the
why Brock
last
is one
time-
of my favorite. Go ahead. Good talk.
this
And
was the
that's all
last
we heard
time-
from him.
Goddamn.
This was the last time, and he fucking disappeared. All right, continue. Fuck you then.
All right, fine. This was the last time they had the King of the Ring pay-per-view, where Brock won the King of the Ring tournament, and then that winner faced the champion at SummerSlam. That was the last time they had that little stipulation until they brought it back as a PLE. Was it last year or a year before?
Year before, I think. Yeah. Quite careful.
That was a weird sit up by the Rock. He looked like he just like
Mhm.
fucking Popeye. It was a little too.
Is The Rock on your Mount Rushmore?
No.
No, I don't like his selling, honestly.
Trek?
No, I mean, I respect him, but he's not on my Mount Rushmore.
I know it's not on JP's because they're all
He's
from the fucking
close.
80s.
He's close.
He's not in the top 10 for me. I like Trek said, I respect him, and I respect what he did for the business.
Are we talking wrestling, or are we talking the total?
Oh,
package?
Mount Rushmore, you can combine all aspects of wrestling for that.
Well, that's what I would consider the Mount Rushmore.
Yeah, I agree with you. It's just
He's up there.
for honestly, part of it is Connor's reason for he's a perpetual overseller,
Yes.
and he also has the Hulk Hogan in him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where when he's not overselling, he's overselling, hulking up.
I get you.
It's a bit too much at times.
I get you.
And also, like, I think he's a better wrestler than John Cena. But
I agree.
Yeah.
but he was always less attached to wrestling. So you know what I mean? Like if John Cena, like they're kind of the same fucking person. If The Rock stayed, he'd be the biggest thing in wrestling for forever.
Yeah.
But The Rock left, so that's what it is.
Well, The Rock leaves after this match.
Yeah, he has to go film Scorpion King.
Yeah, like I mean, he became the Hollywood guy way quicker than John Cena did. But they're kind of the same, cut from the same cloth, right?
Yeah.
I do feel like The Rock is great charisma-wise, but at times he can be too much.
Yeah.
just like John Cena through his fucking retirement run. I did not care for any of that.
Yeah, the thing is that I thought Rock was entertaining, but I never
He
damn.
fucking launched himself again. He didn't jump. That's just how he stands up. The guy gets to flying 7 feet into the air. I'm convinced.
Well, see, that's back when the steel post actually hurt. Now you can just like bounce off him and they don't give a shit.
Can you rewind that, basement?
That was
that was the most sandbag rock bottom I have seen in a fucking while.
Yeah, that was not great. But hold on, look at this right here. No, I'll go back a little bit.
Well, he would. Brock would always do shit like that.
I know, but hey, he'd also. The thing is, I don't think he can't. Like him standing up is a jump, and his jump is fucking 4 feet. Like, fuck you, bitch.
What I was gonna say was Rock could wrestle. This is the part that's kind of funny, is that Rock can wrestle. It's not his like specialty and forte. Like I never was like, oh man, Rock's gonna have a match.
Here it goes.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
And...
Apollo 13, have you entered orbit?
God, look at that, man.
He fucking yeeted himself.
And then the most sandbag rock bottom.
It's
Jump.
Heyman.
It's Heyman.
Well, The Rock's not a Yankees fan.
Wow.
He tried.
Get out of
I
here.
don't think Heyman can jump.
Yeah, he can. He jumped up to let Seth stomp him Monday night.
He jumped the shark. No.
He has jumped the shark many times.
He jumped from ECW to WWE back during the
Right, well, he's a great jumper then. Fuck it. I don't know.
No, I guess not.
No, the problem I have with The Rock is it's the same problem I have with Jim Carrey.
It gets over animated, yeah.
It's
Too much
fine
charisma?
for it's not too much charisma. It's just over animated, and it's fine for like a small stint in things, which is why I was like, hey, Jim Carrey's great in Ace Ventura, The Mask, and then you start to get past the point of like his over the top acting.
Unless the movie
He just
calls
doesn't.
for it, like the
Unless the movie calls for it, yeah. But
Yeah.
he just
But
doesn't
otherwise,
fit
it's-
into that realm.
Well, because
And
then he
that's kind of the way
he
it is.
wanted to be a dramatic actor. It didn't work for him.
Well, look at The Rock. Like everything he does, he fucking gyrates all over the fucking place.
yeah.
I think his dad taught him a lot of that.
Well, The Rock is a constant over actor in wrestling. I don't mind it, but
I think he realized
I
that,
don't
and
know.
that's why he wisely made the jump to Hollywood faster.
Yeah.
Because he
I think
realized.
I think it works better in wrestling than it ever works
It
in
does
Hollywood.
in Hollywood, yeah.
I don't know.
I mean,
well,
John Cena is also like an over actor facially all the time, and this is why I hated his fucking retirement run. He was like not playing a character anymore. He was just fucking around. It felt like
Yeah.
Was he finding out?
he didn't find out. He just retired and was a bajillionaire. This is the problem.
Who?
John Cena.
I do miss like Brock Lesnar having a match that's not 4 minutes long.
Yeah.
You know what I was very surprised by is that last match The Rock was in, how good he was still in ring.
Yeah.
The tag match, you mean?
he was still massive.
The
Physically,
tag match when he
like,
hit 40?
yeah, he could move still. Like
Oh, here we
yeah.
go. Spine on the pine. You know what that means, don't you? It means it's time for the people's elbow.
this is the Hulk Hogan
Time
leg
for
drop.
Brock to jump up and fuck him up.
Everything he
drop,
does
yeah.
is Hulk Hogan charged up.
Yes.
Here we go.
Even though Hulk Hogan's already charged.
Wait a minute. I like that.
Mm-hmm. Good
Little
back and forth there.
Yep. Again. Oh yeah, that I loved. I forgot.
That was so
that, like,
smooth.
That counter where he got him with the wrist lock and grabbed him. I forgot how much I loved that one too. And Brock's your champ.
Also, like the F5 is one of those moves that takes preparation to pull off, but not when you're this
But it
guy's size and you can just make it work out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, it becomes
It's-
the RKO.
It's
Oh, gee.
to me that's scarier than the RKO.
Yeah.
I think physically, I haven't seen anybody that really comes in
Fucking
that
God.
conversation with Brock Lesnar
His facial expressions are
in terms
hilarious.
of size and what they can do in ring, and the way that they're portrayed.
Yes.
Obviously, like they build this guy like Andre the Giant almost, though he's 6'4" and Triple H with all the jackets on, but without no jackets.
You know, you
Alright.
said on commentary
Understand
about 5 months, fucking champ.
It's pretty good,
Wow.
man. That was
I
really
thought
good.
that was a very good pay-per-view. If I was going to rate it, comparison to what we're watching nowadays, this was
It's crazy, right?
An 8 out of 10 pay-per-view easily, maybe
Yep.
an 8.5. It's everything was entertaining. The wrestling was good. The storylines for when we needed a storyline mattered.
You had minimal stupid shit like with the Fink
just
and
had the-
Lillian Garcia.
Yeah, you just had that and
You had
I
the
don't
little
know
like
if you had
Howard
anything
Finkel
else.
tea break, piss break moment in between, but like the
Yeah.
wrestling was solid. The wrestling was fluid. To your point, like like people were like, oh, the Taker the Taker test match, like people weren't into it because the pace slowed down, but they picked it back up. They
Right.
actually picked up the momentum back towards the end. I was like kind of surprised.
yeah, I mean,
Um,
I'd say the worst match was the Taker match, followed
Yeah, I
by
agree.
the tag team. But the tag team was still fine. It was just like it was very obviously like
No,
a thrown
knock it
together
off.
It's
match.
pacing too, or in terms of its place on the card. Victim of that.
Also, like if you
Uh,
look at booking, it's mostly just singles matches with stipulations.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. It's my this is my favorite SummerSlam. It's also my favorite pay-per-view opener
Yeah.
between Kurt and Ray.
Yeah.
They were pretty good. I would give the show a 7.5, 8 out of 10.
It's
Yeah,
definitely
I'd pretty much the same.
for me. It's at least an 8 because nothing really disappointed me.
Yep.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
only 2 hours and 45 minutes long.
Yep.
Not 3 hours and 45 minutes long.
Yeah.
There was no fucking bullshit in between things.
I was
If
about
they
to
wanted
say,
to
and
tell
more,
a story, it was concise. Like the whole Triple H Shawn Michaels backstory wasn't fucking 40 minutes long in
Well-
snippets. It was
well, it was
5 or 6.
what I was going to say was you said it was 2 hours and 45 minutes, and it didn't feel anywhere remotely close to it either.
Mm-mm.
No.
Yeah. No.
That is the best pay-per-view I've seen in the last 2 years.
Woohoo!
And all I've watched is
Tell us
the regular programming.
We'll have to
Which
come
I
with some
find-
new ideas in the future. But in that meantime, it is late. We're going to wrap this bad boy up. Thank y'all for tuning in. We'll be back tomorrow, I'm sure, with some more shenanigans, correct? Yes, perhaps? Pray tell?
Yeah, maybe some Baldur's Gate or something.
We shall see.
We shall
By the time I
see.
get off work, I'm going to go from work to putting my headset on.
Oh, God.
So I got to
So
work
you're gonna
late
take it anyway
tomorrow.
home? No.
No, I'm
You
working
got it
from home,
allowed.
thank God.
Oh, you're doing a job. Anyway, thank you all for tuning in. Stay tuned. Hit the bell so you know if we go live again. And catch you on the flip side. Until then, peace out.